that. I didn't expect to get thrown into the celebrity thing.
I see. Well, I don't think Eric should be limited to the amount of calls, right?
No, I don't think there should be any limit to Eric. I think there should be like a Howard 102, and it should be all Eric, the midget.
Yeah, but he's interrupting a commercial with a commercial of his own.
Oh,
and I don't think that's legal.
That is weird.
What's great about Eric is that it's always a reveal. He talks so slowly, you really never know what's coming, so there's the opportunity for something brilliant that's going to come out. That's what keeps me listening to Eric.
Yeah, we're still waiting for something brilliant.
But you do wait.
It's hard to decide also if Eric has the world's smallest head or the world's biggest hat on right now.
I don't think any hat fits his head. All right, I tell you what, Eric, I'll put you back on hold, and then when I get done with this, I will find out what your plug is, all right?
Okay, no problem.
All right, let's go back to Eric the Midget, who really did want to say something.
Oh,
him again?
Well,
right,
no,
he's
I
been
promised
holding
him.
on. Yeah.
All right, Eric, go ahead quickly.
I was going to talk about my shows that I have tonight and tomorrow.
Well, that's very exciting.
Take care, Eric.
Eric, do you ever consider that your timing is horrible? Like we're having this fun conversation, and then all of a sudden you get on and all you want to do is plug.
Well, I told the people in the room since I was in my chat room, since I wasn't listening, to let me know when the contest was over. They let me know a bit too early, obviously.
All right, quickly, what do you want to plug?
If fun were a car, you'd be a speed bump. You understand?
Do you guys ever listen to Eric's broadcasts?
Yes. Not only that, I really had to watch myself because I started to get obsessed with it. I started watching it online, and I realized I was headed in a dangerous path, and that I could become really just spend my whole life watching Eric.
You were one of the online guys.
Yeah,
you would go to his JFSC.
I did. When I figured it out, I was like, oh no, I better not do this. I better not do this.
Are you a JFSC member?
I think so. Yeah, I think I had to sign up, whatever to watch.
Do you know Eric has a country show now? I don't know if you heard the show the other day where he has a country music show. Did you
I
hear
like
this
that.
show?
I did not. No.
All right. Well, I'll play some of it real quick because I want to get to news real quick today because I have a big meeting. Very busy man. No, not really. But
what's the mogul doing today?
Yeah.
Eric, are you an Oakland A's fan?
Yeah, and San Francisco Giants.
Yeah, we found out he's both. Which
How is that possible?
can't be.
All right, here's Eric from his country show. You ready? Evidently, Eric can't hear his own show while he's doing it.
Have you heard this? This is the greatest show that has ever gone on.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Just look, this is a random clip.
JD preview page.
I got
to get in orange. It's in brown.
He's talking
Howard, how mad would you get if he was your engineer? You would be freaking out.
But after that long pause, there's always this click, like this thud that he's a click, and then he starts talking in the music
over the vocals.
Oh, yeah,
but he misses the pause completely.
All right, here you go. You ready?
Let me show you. This is the mic right here.
All right, hold on. Here it is. I've never heard a more horrible show, Jerry.
I think he just has to polish up his transitions. Other than that, he might have something.
Jimmy, you were a professional disc jockey. I mean, what do you make of it?
Eric, what's going on? You know, you talk over the fade of the song that as the song's fading, you talk over that, and then when there are vocals, you don't talk at the same time as the vocals.
Right. See, this is the mic that I use with the green button. That's
We can't
the
see
button you
anything.
hear.
I've got a beer in my left hand. The other's my wet bam. That awful country music. Oh.
Eric, are you nervous about being in the movie?
No, not really.
He doesn't really get nervous.
All right, good.
I don't think Eric's going to come through. I think he's going to find a way to kind of weasel out of the movie.
I'm afraid so.
Oh, I hope Colin is writing for Eric, because I don't expect much acting. I think the part has to be perfect.
Yesterday,
I also like the idea that Eric's mad at me after I got him tickets to the American Idol finale, the plane, all that stuff, and he screwed me and decided not to come. He's mad at me because I made fun of him.
But you shouldn't be mad at him.
But that's the best way to get on Eric's bad side. Do something for him.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he hates me, and all I do is nice things for him. I got him Catherine McPhee's home phone number. Which she still thanks me for.
Nice for her.
Yeah, it was good for her, it was good for him.
Eric?
Yes, I'm here.
And what about the balloons? I mean, I don't want to beat a horse here, but is this ever going to happen, the flying with balloons?
Oh, he's never going to do it.
Everywhere I go, people are like, oh, you got to get Eric on the balloon.
He's afraid we're going to open the window and let him go sailing out the window.
I told him about that priest who flew away in Brazil.
Yeah. No, we'll make sure that doesn't happen. We'll be standing by with BB guns.
We'll shoot you down if anything happens.
I love it.
Jimmy's going to bring a BB gun.
Yeah.
You want to be here when he flies with balloons.
Are you kidding me? I want to be the one that cuts the string, and I want to see him float away with balloons. Eric?
That's not ever going to happen.
All right.
All right, Eric, I got to go, really.
Well, tonight on the JFSC, there's
Bye.
first to the final.
We'll see you later, Eric. Thanks for calling.
And
take care of yourself. You got any? All right, see you later.
shut up, fat ass. You obnoxious fat ass.
Oh, come on. We know where to find you, dude. You don't move. Just,
Hey, is that an enormous pimple on your forehead?
No, it's not.
It's his brother.
Julio. That's his face.
Pull your hat up. I'm telling you.
Just pull the hat down farther.
Pull it up.
No.
No.
His whole face is red today. What's going on?
Why are you so red-faced?
I don't know.
You have big pimples, and look at your cheek even.
Yeah.
I'm a Kennedy.
Yeah. The skin doesn't look good today.
What are you doing? Did you try some new product?
No, I have not tried a new product.
All right. Hey, listen, I got to go, okay? I got a lot to do.
Okay.
All right, thank you. I'll speak to you later. Bye for now.
Break a leg. That's what actors say.
And you should listen to Jerry about taking him up on some acting lessons.
Yeah.
If you're smart. Guy's been around the block, knows what he's doing. All right, thank you.
Now, Eric.
And there's a whole bunch of wrap-up show stuff that we could play. You want to hear Gary Coleman or Eric the Midget? I think I'm in the mood for Eric the Midget Idol show. What about you?
Yeah, because it's the last Idol show.
Yeah. All right, here's Eric the Midget. We didn't get to play this last week. I haven't heard any of the clips, but you know they're always good.
I wonder if he's fixed all those technical difficulties.
Eric the Midget Idol show, figuring out the theme. All right. This is right when the show's starting. You know there's a theme for each American Idol?
Yes.
Here's Eric.
One of them is on the brink of superstardom. All of them are at your mercy.
Hello, everybody. This is Gina, and welcome to American Idol Commentary. And, of course, we have Eric with us. What's up, Eric?
Hello. I'm doing good.
And, of course, we have King also here.
What's up, guys?
This show's so lame because Eric really just wants to watch American Idol and they're just annoying him.
Why is he whose idea was this? It obviously wasn't his.
No, it's Eric's idea.
But then he doesn't want to be bothered.
No, you can see he hardly says anything. He's watching. How can he comment? Well, maybe you should have a post-American Idol show.
A wrap-up show.
And tonight, Eric, we have 3 contestants left. Do we know the theme of this week, or what are they going to be doing?
I have no idea what the theme is this week. All I know is this is the first of 3 shows before the finale.
Now, Eric, will they take off next week, or is it the following week? I think for Memorial Day, don't they take off a week?
No, actually, next week is the finale.
Oh, next week is the finale. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
He's an expert.
Okay, do I need to put any more light? Because I got the ceiling light over my head. Do you need any more light?
I wouldn't kill it. I mean, we can see it.
All right.
But you look a little red.
Yes.
Okay, let me turn around. There's a lamp right directly behind.
What do you think of the show so far?
Oh, it's death.
I'm finding out also I hate American Idol even in the background of something.
Wow. I don't even know if I want to hear more. It's so bad, it's bad. Now sometimes it's so bad, it's good.
Right. The only thing that made it good was the technical difficulties. They seem to have worked those out.
Now you know it sucks. How do you sit through in the back Ryan Seacrest going, Randy Jackson,
And now you see what I have to deal with on a...
I make JD listen to every one of these shows. Makes you insane.
I highlighted the best one. It's at the bottom. Eric just has throat trouble. So
Throat trouble?
Yeah, it's like keep clearing his throat.
I'll give that a shot.
Eric, but isn't there a game you're going to, too?
2.
I'm not sure if I could bring that up, though.
Desmond Tutu.
Why can't you bring it up? What do you mean?
What?
Dry oatmeal?
Dry oatmeal.
You need some hot water?
No, I drink a Pepsi.
And Eric pounds Pepsi on can.
There.
You all right there?
Yeah. Your
like that.
question. Your question, I'm trying to figure out how to get around it.
Why?
Because Johnny told me not to talk about the June 1st to the 9th, what the company is.
Gotcha.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Johnny told me. Johnny said.
Bong hit Eric, you're on the air.
Trying to figure out a way around.
Hey, Bong hit.
How you doing today? I wanted just a couple of things. On Letterman last night, there was a mention of the show. They had on the top 10. It was, you know how Osama had these audio tapes that came out?
Yeah.
The top 10 interruptions during his audio tape, and like number 5 was like someone yelled "Baba Booey, Baba Booey."
Yeah,
pretty
Letterman
cool.
says Baba Booey a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
He likes that whole Baba Booey thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Exactly the kind of appalling attack that's divided our country and that alienates us from the world.
Malarkey. Well, he called it something else, but we can't use that word on television. We can only hope that our guests are less inhibited in New York. Mark Halford, editor of Time Magazine's political column, The Page, and here with me, Republican strategist Kevin Madden. Mark, let me start with you. Is this a good fight for the Republicans to pick, or do they just have to pick any fight they can right now?
Baba Booey. I'm trying to show I'm uninhibited, Tom. I think this is a fight the Republicans will.
And here's from Letterman.
We have top 10 surprises in the Osama bin Laden audio tape. Here we go, number 10. The tape begins with Jihad, Jihad, 1, 2, 3, Jihad, Jihad, 1, 2, 3. Number 9, kept promoting weekly iTunes terror podcasts. Number 8, went nuts on caller who said Joe Girardi's doing a good job. Number 7, he's a little pitchy dog. Number 6, it's just an infomercial for his new lean, mean goat grilling machine. Number 5, complains Grey's Anatomy has totally jumped the shark. Number 4, he's interrupted 3 times by the blind sheik yelling, Baba Booey!
Big laugh for Baba Booey.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention one other thing, Howard. Remember you were mentioning bad breath before?
Yeah.
And, like, you know, how sometimes you smell, like, it actually smells like, that's called the Zaglies, when your breath smells exactly like your...
All right, thank you, Eric. I didn't know what it was called. Thank you. Yes, Jimmy, you're on the air.
Hey, now.
Hey, now. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Howard. That is the Midget show sucks.
Your phone call sucks, too. Kind of.
I fell asleep and almost crashed.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like you're doing an Eric the Midget Show impression with your call.
I am.
Hello.
Yes.
I was calling because tonight's the final American Idol show, and I wanted to see if JD recorded last night's show or not.
Isn't it amazing how eyebrows grow back really fast after you shave them? Look,
Let me see.
His eyebrows are back.
Bushier than ever.
Take off that hat for a second.
Hat.
Everything takes him an hour.
Sorry, man.
Look.
Wow.
Yeah, they're back.
I think he's wearing the hat because he must be losing his hair or something.
No, that's not it.
No?
Why are you wearing a hat?
Hiding that big blotchy spot on his forehead.
in my room. Wow, look at that blotch, man. Oof.
I think the hat causes the blotch.
Why are you wearing the hat, Eric? I don't understand. You have a nice head of hair.
I just prefer to wear a hat on cam because
He's getting money for it.
Oh, it's the logo.
How much do you
the
get for
A's hat. A's aren't paying me anything.
That's the A's?
Yeah, that's their mascot, Stomper.
You mean you need a hat on cam because you want to look good? You mean it's about your look?
Yeah, I don't always want to have to go in the bathroom and comb my hair before
Stomper.
Terry, give me a hat deal. I want to make some money with a hat.
He's retarded. So Eric's new thing is that he won't give us his phone number. Like, we get requests for him for work. People want to forward work to him.
Right.
And he won't give us his phone number anymore.
Why?
Says he doesn't want to be pranked by Richard and Sal. So now we have no way to get in touch with him. We have to wait for him to call us.
All right. Well, that's what he wants. That's what you have to abide by. He's a superstar, and he needs to have his privacy.
I also don't want to be called by the two retards of your news staff either.
All right. Fair enough. Well, he's going to miss out on some things.
Right. Well, when we need you and we have an opportunity, we can't get a hold of you, then that'll be that, Eric.
I mean, you don't like when the guys call up pretending to have work for you, and then it's like, what was the one they did where...
You don't want the one where, who was it? Oh, God, I can't remember now. We had work for him on a show, and then there was one of the American Idol girls wanted
I know. It was the one where he was going to be hired on the new remake of Wizard of Oz.
Right.
And to be one of the Munchkins, and then he sang the whole Munchkin thing.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I was thinking of the one where he was going to go to a wedding with Diana DeGarmo.
Right. You don't want those calls anymore?
No, I don't.
I like the one where they had the girl... I think they told her she was one of the American Idols, and she's trying to have a phone call with him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I said, Eric, take out your winky dink. Eric, let me see your Twinkie dink. Now. Yeah, you are kind of gullible, Eric. I don't blame you. You know what? I wouldn't give us your number either.
Gullible.
What?
I said I'm not gullible.
You know what gullible means?
Yes, I know what that means.
But you are gullible. You fall for every prank call. Some of them are completely ridiculous. I mean, the guy tells you to pull off your pants for the audition for Wizard of Oz. You don't catch on.
I did it by that point.
Well,
that's what we mean by that point.
Took you a long time.
So did JD record any of the show last night?
I'm sure he did. Let me check. Yeah, here's some three clips. You want to hear some of Eric's Idol show last night?
Let's hear. The one we listened to yesterday, Eric, was
so funny.
deadly.
Yeah, it was the worst thing, the worst show I've ever heard. Should I first play Carrie Underwood calls Eric on...
Yeah.
Okay. First we'll play this one, Eric. Just so people know what we're talking about.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Eric. It's Will.
Hey, Will.
Do you have a minute now? You think you could talk to her?
Sure.
All right, I just got to get her three-way. I just got to call her management real quick, all right? Hold on 1 second. Hi, Dave? Yeah, is Carrie available now to talk to Eric? Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. Eric, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to get Carrie on the line right now.
Hello.
How are you?
Great. How are you? Is this Eric?
Yes.
Hi, it's Carrie. What's happening?
Oh, not much. I sent you the roses to the East Rutherford, New Jersey arena.
Yes. I got them yesterday. Thank you so much for that. That was really, really sweet of you.
You're welcome.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you like dancing?
It's not that easy being in a wheelchair.
Listen, I know you're small, but can I ask you something?
Okay.
Are you small in the pants, too?
I don't know.
Right then and there you go.
Yeah.
This is fake. I'm done. But no. Eric says he's not gullible.
The voice is so... I'm getting a little moist here.
Yeah.
Can you moan for me? Let me ask you another question. Are you at least, say, 3 inches?
I'm pretty sure I'm bigger than that.
But, when I met you in Sacramento, it looked like you had a boner when you met me. Did you?
I don't think I did.
Really? Have you, ever been stepped on in a large crowd?
No.
Have you ever been mistaken for a leprechaun?
No.
What else do you like about me?
Oh, you've got a really pretty voice.
Can you start rubbing yourself, Eric?
What?
Hey, Midget. You troll.
The show's in Uniondale tonight, huh?
Eric, you don't think you're gullible?
You notice I changed the subject?
Yeah, but, you could have figured out it wasn't Carrie Underwood. Or was it...
Yeah,
I think it was Carrie.
You changed the subject and asked her something that Carrie Underwood would know.
Right.
Take your diaper and jab me with that shrinky dink.
I don't wear a diaper.
Yeah, that was the line. Take off your diaper and jab me with your shrinky dink. I gotta hear that line.
Are you up for going on a date?
Yeah. Tonight, huh?
Eric, take off your diaper and jab me with that shrinky dink.
I don't wear a diaper.
Oh. Are you up for going on a date?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but would you me?
Right not on the first date.
Oh,
Do me a favor.
You wouldn't Carrie Underwood on the first date? Eric. Is that true?
I don't know if...
come on, it's Carrie
You've
Underwood.
never done it on the first date?
You never had a girl on the first date?
Not sure if I would or not.
No. Well, I think with Carrie Underwood, you blow your morals right out the door.
How do you know you're going to have another one?
Yeah, and you know what? It's Carrie Underwood. You're pretty, you know what she looks like. She's a huge star. That's a huge notch on your belt. Why wouldn't you Carrie Underwood on the first date?
I don't know.
You better, because I got a feeling there ain't no second date.
Why, you think her pussy smells or something? If I may be blunt?
No.
All right.
Is she hot, Howard?
Carrie Underwood? Yeah.
Beautiful.
She'd lost a bunch of weight and got really in shape, and she's super hot. Beautiful face.
Repeat after me. Deplane, deplane.
Why?
Because it turns me on. Deplane, deplane. Say it.
The plane.
Faster, baby. Come on.
The plane.
Faster.
The plane.
Hey, Eric?
Yeah?
Do me a favor. Rub your Smurf cock on the phone real quick.
Why?
Because I want you to. Just take it out of your pants and rub it against the phone.
Take it out of my pants and what?
Rub it against the phone.
Look at you.
You don't think you're gullible? You're going to sit there in this conversation and tell me, your friend Howard Stern, that you're not gullible?
Your gullible's travels.
I'm not.
You're gullible to the 10th power.
No.
Yeah, if you're not gullible, nobody is.
You're gullible times 12. And then to the 10th power. You're the most gullible human being I've ever met.
No, I'm not.
Who is more gullible than you?
I'm not gullible. I know I'm not.
You thought that was Carrie Underwood. That's insane. Rub your Smurf cock against the phone after you...
You're out of there.
She's running out of shit to say because you should have hung up 10 minutes ago.
I think I hear it, Eric. Is that you? Are you doing it?
I did it.
Do it again. Do it again.
That's disgusting. Big sandpaper.
Harder and faster.
I just put it back in my pants.
Take it back out.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Easy, sailor.
Does the phone smell like dwarf cock?
Huh? Don't you guys have sound check in 25 or...
Did you make a mess in your underoos yet, Eric?
I wear regular underwear.
Oh.
Don't you guys have sound check? So you still believe it's Carrie Underwood? You got to admit that's gullible. Eric, if this wasn't you listening to this, would you say the guy on the phone is gullible?
I'm not gullible.
What does gullible mean?
That there's someone that falls for stuff that's not true.
Oh, I thought maybe you thought gullible meant tall. What?
So, I mean, you don't think... All right, I'm not going to bust your balls.
Talk dirty to me, please. Say you want to me.
I want to have you.
No. Say I want to you.
I want to you.
Louder and faster. Come on.
I want to you.
Faster. Come on.
I want to you.
Well, look. I have to do an air check. I'll have my manager team call you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, my God.
You lasted the whole phone call.
Yeah. You got to admit that's gullible, right?
They had to hang up. They were in uncharted territories. The phone call never lasted that long.
Yeah. She ran out of shit to say. He exhausted her.
You and her and a team of writers in the room.
They just said, just hang up.
See, he's supposed to hang up when you go, rub your Smurf cock against the phone, and then he's supposed to go, you know what, Richard and Sal, I beat you.
Howard?
Yeah.
You should know that call was edited down from over 15 minutes.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Eric. It's good you don't give us your phone number.
Yeah.
It's smart.
Did you really put your phone in your pants?
No, look.
Did you really rub your Smurf cock against the phone?
No, I did not.
I don't know.
Well, what was that going on? Were some guys finishing up sheetrocking? What was that sound?
You just don't want to tell us you did it.
And then you fell for that Wizard of Oz thing. I mean, that was gullible. I mean, what kind of audition
What
is that?
haven't you fallen for?
Hello.
Hi, is this Eric?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Eric. It's Diane calling from Scott Silverman's office at DreamWorks Studio.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second, Eric. I'm going to transfer you.
Eric.
Yes.
Good morning. How are you?
It's so Sal. I mean, it's not even...
Yeah, how do you not know that's Sal?
Good morning. I'm good. I hadn't been with you guys for all that long. I hadn't heard him all that much.
Oh. For the show, and I hear you a lot, and we're working on some projects, so I'm pretty excited to speak to you.
Okay.
Right now, we're casting for The Wizard of Oz. I understand that you are a midget. That's what they call you on the show, correct, Eric the Midget?
No, I'm 3'5", so I would be categorized as a little person.
Okay, great. Can you sing?
A little.
Good. Have you ever seen The Wizard of Oz?
Yes.
Great. We want you to be one of the Lollipop Kids.
Okay.
So let's give that a shot. We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild. Go ahead, give that a try.
We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild.
Excellent, excellent. And
see what I mean, Eric? I mean, what kind of audition occurs over the phone with a big executive? See what I mean? You're gullible. You're smart not to give us your phone number.
While singing it, could you rub the phone against your crotch?
Wait, Carrie Underwood's here.
Could you rub the phone on your midget Smurf cock?
Hey, Eric, guess who's here? Diana DeGarmo. Hold on a second.
Hi. Eric, is Diana DeGarmo.
Yeah, right.
No, it's really me. I'm a big fan. I just came on the show. How are you?
Diana, thank you for stopping by today. Now Eric doesn't believe it's you because we've been playing all these jokes on him. Now when we really have you here, he doesn't believe it.
It's embarrassing.
Eric, it's really me. Hi. Eric? I know you've been trying to call me.
Not lately.
Well, just want to say I think you're a really good guy. I listen to you on the show, and I don't like when they goof on you. That's all. Howard, I don't think you should goof on him.
Why not?
Because he's a really good guy.
I think he's a good guy, too. I'm not goofing on him.
Hey, one of my Idol co-hosts says, get on with the clips.
Eric, thanks. One of his Idol co-hosts.
What are they to us?
No, who cares?
They don't order us around.
Tell your Idol co-host to go for himself. I'm sorry, it's my show. Well, maybe he makes a point. All right, I have 3 clips from Eric's show. Do you want to hear them?
Yeah.
All right, real quick.
How do you think Swirly stacks up against Clay Aiken?
Who's Swirly? Is that the other guy?
Swirly?
That's a nickname that co-host uses for David Cook.
All right.
Because the way his hair looks, it kind of looks like he was dunked in a toilet.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know exactly. All I know is I highly doubt that he'd be going after the male groupies.
They are all this
Hell
whole season.
no, I'm not a claymate.
Claymate. Eric, would you kiss Simon Cowell to get 10 minutes on the American Idol show?
No, I would not. And Kevin, you need to stop typing in caps.
My God.
Wow.
Sounds pretty good. Sounds like the show really improved.
Man, Eric. That is times 20.
Gee, Eric, I want to make fun of the show, but I can't make fun of that show. That's jam-packed with entertainment. Your co-host was right.
We should have gotten to the clip.
We should have gotten to the clip sooner.
Between that and American Idol in the background, it's just a barrage of horrible
Catherine McPhee is on the phone. Yes, Miss McPhee.
Hi, Eric. It's Catherine McPhee. Hello?
Yeah, right, Richard. You know, she's not Southern, so your accent there doesn't work.
Oh, I've been touring in the South, Eric. I picked it up. Hey, Eric, you know, it would really turn me on if you shoved the phone up your ass right now. Can you do that for me, Eric?
Eric's not gullible. He's right. Look, he didn't fall for it. All right. Thank you, Catherine. All right, do you want to hear any more tape of his show, or have you had enough?
Let's try one more clip.
All right.
So I actually kind of missed. It was the second song that both of them sang. I didn't really notice if it was the same song. You know, just trying to figure out where they sing the contest-winning song.
Eric, don't ask me. I'm not paying attention. I'm sorry. You know what? That's a shame because I just can't. This year's Idol was just sucked all around.
Hey, Stern fan, you're going to go where the last person went that asked that question. Out. I'm not flying with balloons. Bye.
So, Eric, you're multitasking. During your show, you're actually reading the fans are writing to you. Is that correct?
Correct.
Right. And you seem to have a problem with a lot of what the fans do. If they write in caps, you get annoyed. If They ask you about flying with balloons, you get annoyed.
Yeah, and he's throwing people out. That's what I love.
Yeah. How many people did you throw out of your room last night?
Quite a few.
Quite a few.
It's supposed to be a show about Idol, but there's really nothing going on. I mean,
Well, what do they know about Idol? I mean, Eric watches it.
No one's interested in the show. None of his co-hosts are interested. He doesn't seem interested in it. It's all about, like, asking Eric questions. It's annoying.
Eric, don't you want to just watch Idol? I mean...
Yeah, why are you ruining your Idol experience?
One of your favorite shows, and you end up missing it because of the show.
I don't really completely miss it.
Hey, wait a second. Ryan Seacrest is on the phone. He has a question for Eric. Yes, Mr. Seacrest.
Eric.
Yes.
We love your show, and we want you to do it live from the Nokia Theater tonight. Can you make it down?
Wow.
Sure, Sal.
Are you Sal? Or are you? This is Ryan Seacrest, right?
Seacrest on.
Right.
Eric?
I think this really is Ryan Seacrest.
It is. I'm on my BlackBerry. I'm very busy. Do you want to come or not, stupid?
Sounds a lot like Sal and not at all like Ryan.
We could have Sal come in here while Mr. Seacrest is still on the phone.
Want me to prove that to you? Sal, come in here while Mr. Seacrest is on.
Eric. We've got a spot right in the backstage area.
All right, Sal, talk the same time as
I'm really here. That's really Ryan Seacrest.
Say something, Mr. Seacrest.
We want Eric down here.
Sal, say something.
We want Eric down here.
Yeah, see, it's two different guys.
Two different people.
I think this really is Ryan Seacrest, and he wants you to do the show from the Nokia Theater.
No, it's Ralph.
Are you Ralph?
You mean that idiot that doesn't get up before 9 o'clock? How could it be him?
Yeah, he's not up this early, Eric.
Say, who's Ralph? This is high pitch.
Who's Ralph?
All right.
I think someone typed in that it might be Ralph.
I think, yeah, either one of the Idol hosts told him.
Yeah.
Or somebody typed it too.
Foiled again. All right, one final clip. This is Eric's Idol show, and I guess...
I love to hear him throw people out. He could throw people out for me all day.
I have to
throwing
say,
a person out right
I don't want to put an apology out to JD. That he's got to tape our shows all the time. I mean, it's funny and all, but it's like 12 o'clock. He could be like out in New York getting ready.
Yeah, and not only that, King, but it takes darn 6 days to get around to doing it or playing any of it. That's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, so I'd personally like.
See how up you, Eric? You think that this show is really all about you? Like,
well, you forced JD to.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm not in the mood. So what? I forced JD to record everything.
Right, he's got to do a job. He tapes shit.
He tapes shit. If I feel like getting to it, I get to it.
Yeah, you don't know what else JD tapes that doesn't ever get played.
JD tapes tons of stuff I don't play.
And you're criticizing a show?
I mean, you have no right to criticize anything. Your show's horrible. Simon Cowell's on the phone?
Wow.
Hi, Simon.
Hello, Eric. This is Simon Cowell. Eric, I'd like to get together with you for tea and crumpets.
Well, there you go.
That's an invitation.
A rest with these stupid calls.
Oh, Eric, how dare you say this is stupid? I want to get together and show you the English countryside.
Well, he doesn't believe it's you, Simon, so...
Eric, your phone connection must be bad, because this is Simon Cowell.
Do you have any more English references?
Would you like to come to London?
That's somewhere in Kansas, Richard.
Eric, we can go to see a play in London. Run out of English references, Eric.
All right, Saisha Mercado is on the phone. She was one of the finalists. Yes, Saisha.
Hey, Eric, it's Saisha.
All right, what do you want to say to
Howard, I'm so pissed off at you. All you do all the time is make fun of Eric, and he's just a big fan. And I do not understand why you always have to be so mean to him. He's just a sweet little guy. I'm for real. I love you, Eric, and I'm so mad. Howard is always.
Hey, Eric, I think that's the real Saisha.
What do you think of me, Eric? What did you think of my performance?
You were good. I would have like to have seen you still in the competition.
You know what I love about you, Eric?
What? His Smurf cock?
No.
That he's gullible?
He's so stupid that he falls for this every time.
Okay, thank you, Saisha. All right, Eric, good luck. When is your when is your next show? Tonight?
Your last show of the season, right?
Right.
We're going to start doing the Last Comic Standing, America's Got Talent, and Nashville Star.
Oh, jeez.
These are where people can watch these shows with you.
Right.
Okay. All right, thank you, Eric, and good luck. All right, that's Eric...
Eric the Idol.
Expert.
Yeah.
Eric the Idol expert. Eric, were you pleased with the outcome of American Idol?
Yeah, I was glad that David Cook won.
Yeah, I was too, actually.
Why?
Because I liked him better. The other
Better
kid...
Cinderella story?
Yeah, I think so. Bartender becomes the American Idol. I don't know. I liked it.
After what you said, though, I feel bad for him. Is his father going to go nuts on that Archuleta?
Yeah, the other kid's really in trouble. Dad, I understand the dad. You should have sang what I told you to do.
Well, he beat him by 12 million votes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a definite win.
Let's see. Eric's show from last night. What page is that on, boys? Let's take a quick... JD1. Yeah, I was listening to the playback of the show yesterday, and Eric was on a really long time, and I realized what the listeners mean. You can only leave Eric on a short time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, listeners.
Oh.
Now, there are times where it goes on too long. They're right. They're right.
It's not just the listeners, Eric. We feel the same exact way.
Shut up, fat ass. I'm in the mood.
You're not in the mood? Wow. Then don't call in. How dare you?
I mean, I'm not in the mood to deal with your dumb ass.
Well, I'm here, dude. I have to say something.
Go ahead, JD.
The better ones are in orange, and then the regular American Idol clips are in the third column.
Okay, got it. So, what would... Let's see. Let me just read these to you. You tell me. Carrie Underwood and Kimmel, it says.
Yeah. It's just them talking. It's just stupid.
Jimmy Kimmel was on. It's funny. I was
He was
emailing...
on American Idol?
I was emailing Jimmy Kimmel like maybe not less than a half hour before he went on American Idol. He didn't mention once that he was going on American Idol. Yeah.
John Devine says that it was very obvious that was pre-taped, including Ryan's reactions, that Jimmy wasn't there live.
Oh, I figured as much, because Jimmy didn't say a word to me about it. I mean, it would be weird to be emailing someone and go, I got to go on American Idol in a half hour. I go, he's incredibly relaxed. I mean, that's millions of people watching you.
I think they taped their shows at the same time.
Did you think Jimmy Kimmel was good, Eric, or did you give him a negative reaction?
I didn't laugh once at what he said.
See, I thought he was pretty good.
See, he doesn't like Jimmy anymore.
Right. Are you just saying that because you don't like him, or you really felt he wasn't funny?
Both.
All right.
When's the last time you laughed at something, Eric?
I watch a lot of sitcoms. I laugh at those.
What's your favorite? We're all jumping to that.
Everybody Hates Chris, and also 2.5 Men.
Wow. Fascinating.
His fingers on the pulse.
He likes the half-man part.
2.5 Men, you think he relates to the half-man?
He relates to the half-man.
He could be in that show.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, quietly, Chris Rock, man, he might go into that, like, $100 million range, because that show's been on a few years.
He's on the CW, though.
Yeah, but if it's syndication, he's got to own a huge chunk of that, man.
Yeah, Chris told me that...
He's got about 2 years till syndication, or... September it will hit season 4.
Chris told me that this was his shot at making money, that, believe it or not, he said to me, he's well known as I am, he goes, I don't have a lot of dough.
Well, I think he's hanging out with Eddie Murphy, you know.
Yeah, he says, I don't have the big money. He says, this is my shot with this sitcom.
Really? I would thought, well, it depends on what's big money. Like, before this sitcom, I would think he'd be worth $20 million.
That's what you'd think, but I get the feeling maybe not.
Do you think that's what he means by not huge money, having 20
No, I think he means a lot less than 20 mil. I think 20 mil would be a lot of money, don't you?
I'm just saying he's been in show business, making movies, doing a bunch of things for a long time, but you know what? You're right.
What's his lifestyle?
Yeah, he does.
That wife, every time I see her, she's got a different designer outfit.
He's done a ton of commercials.
Right.
But, that one time he was in here saying, like, when the wife hangs out with Eddie Murphy's wife, when Eddie Murphy was married, she comes back like, how come we don't have a jet? Oh, that's because I wasn't in Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, 3.
That's funny. What is the best Eric clip to play so I don't drag this out? I got Eric, annoyed with question. Eric, Carrie Underwood. Eric, you must have had a little boner going when Carrie Underwood was on.
That was a very nice outfit.
Yes. Would you sign her to your modeling agency?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but
God, if only she wanted to do it.
And then he locked her in his house because part of the contract is she has to live with Eric. Or in a house nearby.
She has to have Eric chained to her ankle.
You signed anyone yet to your modeling agency?
No.
What?
What? You mean people aren't flocking?
Is the chloroform not working?
You mean no girl wants to live in your house or very close by? Within a mile radius?
No, not yet.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Not started the tour yet.
Eric Midget Show, watching Carrie Underwood. Oh, I bet she was carrying on about her. Let's hear that.
Is that who I think it is, Eric?
Yes, it is.
Eric's smoking fine.
Okay, I thought she looked hot Monday night.
Eric? Nice.
And you can see right up her
Just a little bit.
when they hit the right angle with the camera. That's tight.
Not only that, it does not appear like there's anything under that blazer.
Don't think there is.
Eric with the keen eye. No panties, right, Eric?
Yep, she's wearing panties.
Oh, she is. Your co-host.
That was weird. It's like he just answered you right here.
Yeah, she's singing like mad, Eric.
The top was
Singing well, looking good.
She's singing to Eric.
Hey, Eric. That guy who's on the show, he's stepping all over you. He's not giving you a minute to talk.
Well, there was a problem where we were experiencing a lag problem.
But we want to hear you suck, not him suck.
Yeah, we can hear him suck anywhere.
Yeah.
There's a lag problem.
Yeah, there's a lag problem.
The system that we used, there was a problem where it was lagging on my end.
Right,
sounds like there's a fag problem, you and that show.
You want to hear Eric Wally?
There is with you and him.
You know what's weird? Eric kicks people out of the room while he's on the show.
Oh, that's my favorite.
All right, let's play that clip. So while Eric's doing his radio show, he is kicking people out of his chat room.
Yeah, when people write him things, he just kicks them out.
You know where you're going?
To the moon.
Same place the other one went.
So are they going to get to the freaking Who's the Idol or what? Jeez.
I don't know, but because of what Joey Boots just said,
you're kicking Joey
he's
Boots
gonna
out?
go bye-bye. Look what he said, ack. I don't care who it is. No, that's the wrong thing to say that you want to stay in here.
Oh, bye, Boots.
Ack.
Come on.
You have no sense of humor.
You don't like that ack noise, Eric?
No, it's retarded.
All right. Are you wearing lipstick?
Oh, little glossy.
What are you wearing on your lips?
Nothing.
Oh,
those look like lipstick.
I'm not wearing a thing, you blind-ass bastard.
Did you blow a clown?
Oh. No.
You didn't blow a clown?
No.
Did you blow an American Indian?
I don't understand. Why would an American Indian give you a red lip? Redskin. Okay, all right. I'm with you. Sometimes I need some help.
Heck, you're a dumbass.
Who?
Are you trying to get a lipstick endorsement? Your lips are bright red.
This is Eric the Midget. Maybelline. Maybelline.
I'm worrying about you. You're shaving your eyebrows and making your lips red.
And you have a show called Eric's Idol Review.
I'd wear lipstick if I had a show like that.
Absolutely.
What are you? Did you put on lip gloss?
Did you put on, like, some kind of gloss?
No,
You're lying.
I
put it on for Cam.
How about chapstick?
Yeah.
Chapstick, maybe. There's something on there.
There's not a thing on there except for skin.
Well, what have you been doing?
I have naturally kissable lips.
You have very lush lips. I've never noticed.
Dude, just go the whole way and turn your cock into a pussy. Come on.
It is what you want to do. That is what you want to do, isn't it?
No, I mean, I'd like for you to do it, yeah.
Joey Boots wrote ack and you kicked him out?
That's where you're going, Boots.
So how many people did you kick out of your chat room last night?
Lost count.
They said he's kicked over 4,000 people.
Really? Does anybody stay in this chat room?
No.
You kicked out over 4,000 people?
That must be some kind of record.
Oh. Well, if he's kicking people out just for saying ack. That's a baby. Joey Boots.
What is this, school?
Plus, who knows if that's the real Joey.
I'm just going to kick Smallest out. Feel free to do it on this then. Well, Eric, you're up to over 4,000 kicks since we started.
4,000 kicks?
Eric, it must be a nice position for you to be able to kick people out of the chat room in a sense. You know, your whole life you haven't had that kind of power, and, you know, with your handicap and stuff, it's hard for you to physically dominate certain people. But now, in a sense, in the chat room, you are, you know, the cyber Iron Man, so to speak.
He's the pretty girl. He gets to choose.
You get to choose who gets to stay and who gets to leave. It must be wonderful, right?
Yeah.
You admit that you love it.
You like playing God.
Oh, my God.
In the chat room, you're God. You realize that? Yeah, sure. What?
Maybe.
In the chat room, you're tall, handsome.
I think of myself as little Hitler.
And a tyrant.
You're like Mr. Spacely, and they're like George Jetson.
You'll be happy to know that Carrie Underwood is calling in right now.
Oh, no.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi, how are you?
Very nice to speak to you. You look beautiful last
Have
night.
a come-hither voice.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Is there anyone
Hi, Eric.
Oh. I was going to say, is there anyone in particular you want to speak to, Carrie?
Yes, I just heard Eric calling in. I want to say hello to him. How are you, Eric?
And you wonder why yesterday's segment went so long, because you wasted time with dumbass calls like this.
It's not a dumbass call.
That's Carrie Underwood.
Why wouldn't we take her call?
You think this is dumb?
It's fat high pitch.
Who's high pitch? This is Carrie Underwood. And I'm not a fat. I'm a beautiful girl.
Well, Carrie, obviously he doesn't believe it's you, so I'm going to hang up.
Oh, okay. Bye, Eric.
Bye.
Something about Carrie Underwood's voice sounds like she's been sleeping in her own feces.
No, that's not true.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Carrie. I'm sure you have to get to rehearsal.
Yes, I do. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.
I'm sure you have sound check. All right, thank you.
Yes, I do.
I'm sure you have to get a forklift and empty the litter box in your apartment.
No, not true. I have to fly with balloons with Eric.
I'm sure you have to, you know, eat 4,000 pounds of food before going to work.
And then shit out at the community bathroom.
No, because I'm a very beautiful, skinny girl.
Could you imagine if you live on the floor where you share it with him and you're waiting to get in there and he's in there shut up a storm.
All right, thank you, Carrie.
That's when you take a cab to the Verrazano Narrows Bridge, get out, and jump off.
All right, let's go to Alec, who wants to say good morning to us. Alec, you're on the air in Plymouth, Mass. Go ahead.
Hey, Eric.
Yes?
Hey, you wearing a dress and high heels with that lipstick?
Are you a retarded brainless? Put the fuck off the phone, asswipe.
Well,
Hey,
we have
I was
two
gonna-
questions on the board.
I was going to say yesterday, when Carrie Underwood was calling you, I'd say, have you ever been diagnosed with Down syndrome? You're retarded.
You think Eric's retarded?
You are, aren't you?
No, really. Like
I can't figure out Eric's level of intelligence, because Eric seems pretty intelligent to me, and then all of a sudden, like, he falls for the Carrie Underwood thing. And Eric, sure.
Well, you know what? I'd be honored. I'd do that.
Sure.
Shithead and fat fuck. Weren't those 2 bombs they dropped on Japan?
They nicknamed them that.
Those are the names of the 2 cities.
JD, so where was the American Idol clip?
Regular American Idol is in the 3rd column on JD.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As opposed to the Eric show.
Yes.
All right, here is David Cook got to play with ZZ Top.
Yeah,
That was
I
another
saw
thing.
that.
Wow. They're all coming
And it was
out.
great because ZZ Top is great. You know. I love watching those guys.
Yeah.
I always think the guys with the beards are real fat, but they're super thin.
Are they?
Yeah, their beards make them look fat. That was always like one of the coolest bands. I mean, just looks-wise and like in playing good hard rock.
Absolutely.
That's the kid who won.
That is horrible.
Every girl's crazy about a short drug
Kids are loving it. They're screaming
It's
like
like
crazy.
you want him to shut up and you want the other guys to sing now.
That's
the
right.
thing. It's like, because the music is great.
Yeah. Whenever they have these professionals on, it shows how bad these kids are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
You're talking about legendary guys, too. I mean, of course.
Graham Nash, that depressed me seeing him perform with this chick.
I mean, Graham Nash is like, you know,
Here he is.
it's like seeing Dylan. You know?
It's like seeing a Kentucky Derby winner at a pony show. Riding kids around.
This was like Graham Nash giving a kid, you know what I mean? I want to hear Crosby, Stills and Nash sing that.
But you know, it's just, God, that's such a good tune.
It's so good it doesn't even matter.
It just
Yeah,
sucks
but it's
'cause-
like you're hearing the woman next door in her shower singing.
Right.
It just sucks because it's from that era that was so anti everything American Idol. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's depressing.
Yeah, it's wrong in every way.
George Michael was on there, and he looks like Bono now. He's got big giant bug glasses.
Really?
Yeah, and he's like an old queen, and he looks disturbing. I wasn't even sure it was him.
How old is George Michael, you think, now?
I don't know, man.
40-something.
But he's had a lot of rough gay years.
Yeah. Well, if you're
Wasn't he like didn't they catch him in a bathroom?
In Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
In fact, they asked him where he was starting his tour, and it was in Southern California. And I was like, ooh.
In the men's room.
Thank you.
I fast-forwarded through this, so I can't even tell you what it was like. As soon as I hear a guy go, whoa, I'm out. I don't know that song, and I don't care.
What about I Want Your Sex to...
American Idol, Paula Abdul inspiration message.
I'm honored and proud to be sitting here. You two are truly amazing. It's odd that it's called the finale when it's anything but a final. It's the beginning of the start of the destiny of your career. I'm so proud. And just remember, sometimes we think it's all about winning, but it's the things sometimes that we...
They really got to get rid of her. It's just annoying at this point. It just makes the show bad. They want to know why the ratings are dropping. Point to her and Randy. Their opinions don't matter. It don't matter.
How drastically did the ratings drop?
Not a lot. It's still the #1 show, but it lost about 7% of the audience, which is enough to make them a little concerned.
That's quite a bit of people, though, when you think, because they've got a ton of people watching anyway.
What are you still doing on here, Eric? Look at this.
He's still on?
He's still there.
Yeah, Artie, you better get ready for that ride on the Sibian, because who knows, Bruce Springsteen may be on next year.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's happening. He's got too much money and hopefully too much pride.
Guys from New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your hands. It's Bruce
God, it would have hurt to see him do it.
You can see it happening.
Look,
Look, the day we sweated out on the streets of a runaway.
And now David Archuleta to join Bruce.
At night we ride through mansions.
Now there's a fat kid in the audience with a gun. What's happening?
Machine.
That's David Archuleta singing with him.
Sprung from cages on
Suicide machine.
On wheels, fuel injected and stepping out over the line. Baby, this town rips the bones from your back. It's a death.
It's a suicide rap.
Oh, God.
You know why Springsteen is going to appear on the show?
Tell
I
me
told
why.
you. Somebody told me not too long ago he's complaining that his audience, there's no young people in it.
I got to tell you, if he wants to feel relevant, he could just sell out 15 nights at the Garden and we'll go have fun.
No, he'd like to see some young people there. He doesn't want to see you there anymore, Artie.
Really?
Yeah, he's sick of you. He wants young people.
I could put on some, makeup or
He wants to
something.
see 40-year-old comedians.
I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, I see 40-year-old comedians. I was obsessing last night on the fact that, because I agree with you that people are going to start thinking I clearly have an insane amount of problems because almost all my buddies from high school, and I'm still close with 20 guys, they're all pretty much married or were married.
Yeah, I knew you were bummed out, but you can't have kids until you straighten out your whole situation.
Yeah.
Well, nobody said he was going to go out and just have kids.
Well, that's what he'll do if you keep encouraging this.
Oh.
He's going to go bang some
I
broad.
wasn't encouraging that, Artie.
I'm afraid I can't with all the shit I put on my body.
Nah, you're fine.
Oh,
good.
please. You could have 50 babies. They'll all be a little...
What?
A little retarded, but you'll be fine in that department.
When me and Sal were arguing,
You know how many heroin addicts have kids?
When me and Sal were arguing, the one of the most vicious things he said was that your kids, from all the heroin in your blood, your kids will have Down syndrome.
Oh.
Big deal.
Gloves
And Eric, sure.
Well, you know what? I'd be honored. I'd do that.
Sure.
Shithead and Fat Fuck. Weren't those 2 bombs they dropped on Japan?
They nicknamed them that.
Those are the names of the 2 cities.
JD, so where was the American Idol clip?
Regular American Idol is in the 3rd column on JD.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As opposed to the Eric show.
Yes.
All right, here is David Cook got to play with ZZ Top.
Yeah,
That was
I
another
saw
thing.
that.
Wow. They're all coming
And it was
out.
great because ZZ Top is great. I love watching those guys.
Yeah.
I always think the guys with the beards are real fat, but they're super thin.
Are they?
Yeah, their beards make them look fat. That was always like one of the coolest bands. I mean, just looks-wise and like in playing good hard rock.
Absolutely.
That's the kid who won.
That is horrible.
And I don't need a reason why. They come running just as fast as they can. 'Cause every girl's crazy about a short drug man.
Kids are loving it. They're screaming
It's
like
like
crazy.
you want him to shut up and you want the other guys to sing now.
That's
the
right.
thing. It's like, because the music is great.
Yeah. Whenever they have these professionals on, it shows how bad these kids are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
You're talking about legendary guys, too. I mean, of course.
Graham Nash, that depressed me seeing him perform with this chick.
I mean, Graham Nash is like,
Here he is.
It's like seeing Dylan.
It's like seeing a Kentucky Derby winner at a pony show. Riding kids around.
This was like Graham Nash giving a kid a singing lesson, You know what I mean? I want to hear Crosby, Stills, and Nash sing that.
Well, God, that's such a good tune.
It's so good it doesn't even matter.
It just
Yeah,
sucks
but it's
'cause-
like you're hearing the woman next door in her shower singing.
Right.
It just sucks because it's from that era that was so anti everything American Idol.
Yeah, it's depressing.
Yeah, it's wrong in every way.
George Michael was on there, and he looks like Bono now. He's got big giant bug glasses.
Really?
Yeah, and he's like an old queen, and he looks disturbing. I wasn't even sure it was him.
How old is George Michael, you think, now?
I don't know, man.
40-something.
But he's had a lot of rough gay years.
Yeah. Well, if you're
wasn't he like didn't they catch him in a bathroom?
In Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
In fact, they asked him where he was starting his tour, and it was in Southern California. And I was like, ooh.
In the men's room.
Thank you.
I fast-forwarded through this, so I can't even tell you what it was like. As soon as I hear a guy go, whoa, I'm out. I don't know that song, and I don't care.
Whoa! What about I Want Your Sex to...
American Idol, Paula Abdul inspiration message.
I'm honored and proud to be sitting here. You two are truly amazing. It's odd that it's called the finale when it's anything but a final. It's the beginning of the start of the destiny of your career. I'm so proud. And just remember, sometimes we think it's all about winning, but it's the things sometimes that we...
They really got to get rid of her. It's just annoying at this point. It just makes the show bad. They want to know why the ratings are dropping. Point to her and Randy. Their opinions don't matter. It don't matter.
How drastically did the ratings drop?
Not a lot. It's still the #1 show, but it lost about 7% of the audience, which is enough to make them a little concerned.
That's quite a bit of people, though, when you think, because they've got a ton of people watching anyway.
What are you still doing on here, Eric? Look at this.
He's still on?
He's still there.
Yeah, Artie, you better get ready for that ride on the Sibian, because who knows, Bruce Springsteen may be on next year.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's happening. He's got too much money and hopefully too much pride.
Guys from New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen, raise your hands. It's Bruce Springsteen.
God, it would have hurt to see him do it.
You can see it happening.
Look, the day we sweated out on the streets of a runaway.
And now David Archuleta to join Bruce.
At night we ride through mansions.
Now there's a fat kid in the audience with a gun. What's happening?
Machine.
That's David Archuleta singing with him.
Sprung from cages on
Suicide machine.
On wheels, fuel injected and stepping out over the line. Baby, this town rips the bones from your back. It's a death.
It's a suicide rap.
Oh, God.
You know why Springsteen is going to appear on the show?
Tell
I
me
told
why.
you. Somebody told me not too long ago he's complaining that his audience, there's no young people in it.
I got to tell you, if he wants to feel relevant, he could just sell out 15 nights at the Garden and we'll go have fun.
No, he'd like to see some young people there. He doesn't want to see you there anymore, Artie.
Really?
Yeah, he's sick of you. He wants young people.
I could put on some, makeup or
He wants to
something.
see 40-year-old comedians.
I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, I want to see 40-year-old comedians. I was obsessing last night on the fact that, because I agree with you that people are going to start thinking I clearly have an insane amount of problems, because almost all my buddies from high school, and I'm still close with 20 guys, they're all pretty much married, or were married.
Yeah, I knew you were bummed out, but you can't have kids until you straighten out your whole situation.
Yeah.
Well, nobody said he was going to go out and just have kids.
No, that's what he'll do if you see him encouraging this.
Oh.
He's going to go bang some
I
broad.
wasn't encouraging that, Artie.
I'm afraid I can't with all the shit I put on my body.
Nah, you're fine.
Oh,
good.
please. You could have 50 babies. They'll all be a little...
What?
A little retarded, but you'll be fine in that department.
When me and Sal were arguing,
You know how many heroin addicts have kids?
When me and Sal were arguing, the one of the most vicious things he said was that your kids, from all the heroin in your blood, your kids will have Down syndrome.
Oh.
Big deal.
Gloves.
Greg Allman, I'm dying to interview. I've got 1,030 billion questions. 1,000,000 plus 30 billion questions for Greg.
Fascinating man.
Yeah. I was thinking about Greg Allman. And I'm going back to the first album I became aware of the Allman Brothers was Live at the Fillmore East.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Eat a Peach, which was a huge...
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Yeah, which is a great album. Even to this day, those songs hold up. And I was thinking... I believe, now, Fred, maybe you could tell me if I'm wrong.
Go ahead.
And I don't mean to interrupt you or whatever you're doing.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, what is he
Interrupt.
doing? Yeah, go figure that out. But I was thinking about the Allman Brothers. I can't think of a band that I think they created Southern rock.
I would agree with you wholeheartedly.
They created a genre, because like Lynyrd Skynyrd came after them.
And no, everybody after
Marshall
that was
Tucker. I mean, you could take any Marshall Tucker, Outlaws music, any of that stuff, you could almost think it was an Allman Brothers tune.
Yeah, but not as good.
But what I'm saying, Robin.
They
come on. What did I say that was so bad?
Robin, I am so angry with you for making me have a conversation with Fred.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
If you were more of a musical expert, I wouldn't have to talk to him.
I wouldn't subject you to that.
No, I'm saying Fred. All right, okay. Well, Fred agrees with me.
Yes, they created a genre.
They created a genre. I mean, come on. Come on, George. You knew that.
I knew that.
This is a legend. A real legend. Greg Allman. We're going to bring him in.
I think he's always looking for a legend. I think he understands.
Mr. Greg Allman, how are you, sir?
All right.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Right this way. So this is your first appearance on the show.
Yes.
You looking forward to it? Are you a fan of Howard's?
Got me on the spot.
He was just mentioning what a fan he is of yours, how he used to listen to Eat a Peach in his room in high school while he was all alone.
Oh, really?
You guys were friends of his in a way.
I don't know of Howard that much.
Gary.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
It's fine. You know what?
Gary, this is a sort of an odd dynamic on today's show. I mean, he's obviously a very quiet guest, but Howard really respects him, as a musician, and he just mentioned how he used to listen to Eat a Peach all the time. How do you anticipate Howard handling this interview, because he seems very fragile?
I think he'll handle it like he handles anything. He'll sort of read what's going on and try to draw him out, and it'll take a little bit of time. But I think Howard knows he's dealing with a quieter person, and he knows how to handle interviews like that. And I think it'll be. I told Greg's people, because they were a little reluctant to come in live, that this is going to be one of those interviews that everyone's going to be like, "Oh my God, your Howard interview was amazing."
And he's not good. You don't anticipate Howard going to jump right in with tough questions. It's going to be very slow. He's going to cater to the guest.
I think so. Yeah, I do. Could be wrong, but I don't think so.
All right, you're about to meet a legend, George. Not William Shatner. It's Greg Allman, who put out a book, which shocked me, actually, that Greg even cared to put out a book.
I can't understand how he had something to write. I don't think he remembers his life.
No, Greg knows. There he is. There's the man.
Oh my
There's
God,
the man. There's the legend. Look at you. I knew I'd meet you one day.
Hey there.
What's happening? Look at you. Let me take you in.
Man.
Let me stare at you a little bit. Never been this close to a legend. Take a seat.
How do you do?
Good seeing you.
Nice to meet you.
Look at you, man. What a life you've had. Why'd you write a book anyway? I think the title of the book is a good name. My Cross to Bear. I feel like you really have like one of the most difficult lives and been surrounded by a lot of death. And that's got to screw a man's head up. I don't care what anyone says. You can only be so strong. Am I right?
That's a fact.
Yeah. Like a lot of people...
I don't know much about his early life.
Oh, I'll tell you everything.
Okay.
I know all about this guy. I've been watching him. No, I mean, you think about it. First of all, your dad died as a young man, right?
Yeah, I was 2 years old.
Oh.
So I never knew him.
Where'd you grow up?
I was born in Nashville, Tennessee, and I lived there until I was 9 years old, at which time the family moved to Daytona Beach, Florida.
Yeah,
That's when I started playing.
Oh.
Yeah, well, but you play mostly keyboards, right? Did you play guitar at first a lot? What was your instrument of choice when you were learning?
It was a guitar.
Guitar.
And I taught my brother, the basic map.
Did you?
He then quit school and just passed me like I was standing still.
How did your father die when you were 2 years old?
He had just come back from fighting in the Korean War.
Right.
And he'd been
promoted to captain. And and he got the first 1949 Ford off the line, right?
Right.
And, well, I mean, after the family got theirs.
Yeah, the Ford family got their car, and then your dad got his. Yeah, how do you do that? But, all right, yeah, so he gets a car.
And so they're out celebrating him and this sergeant friend of his.
Right.
And this, of course, was a long time ago, and everything was dirt roads and cornfields. And anyway, they were shooting pool in this little beer joint. And this guy kind of sided up next to him and mind if I shoot some pool? And the night went on and everything. At the end, towards the end of the night, the guy asked my father, he said, man, could you give me a ride to my house? It's just right past the second cornfield.
Yeah.
And he said, sure, after you've had a few beers. Hell, I'll take, you got an elephant with you? Sure, I'll take him. And so he says, okay, turn right up here at this dirt road going down. I would have stopped right there and said, this is my new car. I ain't going down the dirt road.
I mean, yeah, and they go down the dirt road.
They get about half a mile down there, and he pulls a 45 to my dad's neck. And he said, all right, y'all get out. And
oh, my God.
So he thought they'd just come back from the Orient, that maybe they had some,
Yeah.
I mean, because there was a officer and a master sergeant. And so anyway, the conversation went on, and he finally said, listen, buddy, we don't have nothing to give you. Take the car, take anything you want.
Right.
He said, well, buddy, he said, now that you know my name, I got to kill you. His name was Buddy Green.
Gee whiz.
So my father took off running, and he got him 4 times in the back.
Oh. Wowee.
And so then...
holy mackerel.
That's hard.
How do you know all this? Did your mother sit you down at some point?
Oh, it's not the end of it yet. I started getting letters from the prison.
Oh, they locked this guy up.
Yeah, they gave him 99 plus 1, and you can't serve the 1 until you've served it.
Right.
Yeah, they don't have that anymore, but state of Tennessee, they got...
He didn't get the death penalty, this guy, for shooting your father in the back?
I think they wanted him to just rot.
You think that's better? Are you a death penalty guy? Do you believe an eye for an eye?
I don't know. I guess until it happens to you,
yeah,
you don't really realize what your answer would be to that question.
Have you ever met the guy that killed your father?
No.
But you say he wrote to you?
But yes, he wrote me a lot of letters and told me the whole story, start to finish.
Why did he write you a lot of letters, do you think? Do you think he wrote you to absolve himself of guilt?
I'm thinking somebody came up to him at lunch one day, opens the thing, the Allman Brothers at the Nashville Municipal Auditorium.
Right.
Back for the 9th time, and look who you killed.
Wow. It was almost like he became a celebrity because he killed this famous celebrity's father. Like, it almost turned him on, maybe. Like, wow, hey, I'll write this guy a letter. Now we're connected in some way. Don't you think?
I would think that if there was other fans in the prison, he'd have a rough way to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you ever answer him back?
No.
How many letters did you get from him over the years?
About 6.
Do you think he felt he created you in a way? Like he somehow had something to do with you? It's weird, like he'd write you all of a sudden to tell you what? Did he say he was sorry?
Oh, tearful.
Yeah.
Just begging forgiveness and all.
Wow. Right, and you wouldn't. Yeah.
I'm not the one you need to be asking forgiveness.
Are you a religious guy?
Somewhat. I'm very spiritual.
Yeah. I just, and your mother, did she carry around that bitterness about her husband being shot in the back? Like, did she sit and talk to you every day about it? Was she a depressed and sad woman?
No.
I mean, when you lose your husband, here the guy went through the Korean War. Here's the irony. goes through the Korean War, survives, comes home, and some asshole shoots him in the back for no reason.
Just for having been there.
Don't you think, in a way, with all the, with your drinking and the drugging and all that stuff, I mean, some of that's some rock star stuff, but at the same point, don't you think it was to drown out the pain of never knowing the father, that you got gypped out of knowing your father?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just. Did you go into therapy about all that stuff?
I did.
Did it help?
It did.
I mean, I'd imagine a guy like you have to go into therapy for a long time after having a childhood like that. And your brother raised you, right? I mean,
yeah.
Dwayne raised you, and then Dwayne is the guy who says, hey, come on, man, let's make a band. You were afraid at first to even join a band.
The Beatles had just come out, man. Everybody, no pun, but everybody and their brother had a damn band.
Right.
And there was some competition, serious competition out there.
And you were thinking sensibly. You were saying to yourself, hey, look, man, maybe I'll join this dopey band, but I got to go get a real career. And you wanted to be a dentist or some sort of doctor, didn't you?
Dental surgeon.
A dental surgeon. Where the hell did you come up with that? Imagine Greg Allman's your
Allman working
dental
on
surgeon?
your teeth, yeah.
Hey, sing me a song, Doc. What? Seriously, I mean, where did you come up with dental surgery, boy from the South?
Well,
were you a good student?
No. I was a very good student.
Oh, were you?
Valedictorian 2 years.
Get the hell out. You were the valedictorian of your high school.
Twice.
Were you? And so you said, I'm going to take my brains and use them toward a stable career. You were thinking.
I went to military school in the 3rd grade, 4th grade, 10th grade, and 11th.
Your mother sent you away?
My grades were going...
Why? Because your brother was a bad influence?
No, because of
the guitar.
Music, huh?
You found the guitar, and the guitar distracted you so much you couldn't study anymore.
Oh, man, I rarely ate.
But the guitar was an obsession with you.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it weird, though, you never became like a lead guitarist?
I was at first, and my brother sang. My brother could not sing.
You guys got mixed up.
And I could not play.
It's a funny thing. I think you dispel this in the book. When I think of you and your brother, I get this romantic notion of the two brothers against the world, playing in a band. But there was a lot of shitty times between you and your brother, right? I mean, you had a lot of resentment toward your brother. It wasn't all, super wonderful.
It always seemed to me that Greg was trying to bolt the band.
Yeah. Was your brother a prick to you at times? Was he just really mean to you? Is that because older brothers can be that way, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, would he beat you up physically? And because he felt he had to be the man in the family and teach you a lesson, right?
And so he was going to be the leader of the band, too.
Right.
Yeah, it was kind of a happy, sad type thing. He could, and did usually, see to it that I got an ass whipping at least 3-4 times a week.
Wow.
When you say an ass whipping, how severe was it?
Oh, well, no, I mean, it's not breaking any bones or anything.
But he'd punch you in the face, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty fucked up.
I've seen brothers fight, and it can be vicious.
So, do you ever say to yourself, well, why wasn't my brother more loving than me? Why? Do you think he was taking out do you think he was angry with you because he had to be a father to you? Like, you gave him all this responsibility?
Well, at the same time, I know this might sound strange, but at the same time, he, if anybody else tried to mess with me, oh, look out.
Yeah, but that's trying to make something good. I mean, he had no right to sit there and beat the shit out of you, and your mother was probably...
Right, you were his punching bag. Nobody else could punch you.
You see, and your mother didn't protect you through all that, did she?
Nope.
No. So that's what you're really angry about. I mean, that's what the drinking and all that shit leads to, right? That comes from all that anger, right?
Could be.
Yeah, I would say so. I'd be pissed.
But then you wind up losing your brother.
Well, before we get to that, so when your brother says to you, hey, let's start a band called the Allman Brothers Band, you probably said to yourself, I don't want to throw in this maniac. I finally got rid of him. I finally don't have him punching me in the face every day. Right? I mean, why in your right mind would you join the Allman Brothers Band with the brother who was so brutal to you? Did you ever think about that?
Yeah.
Well, he had a smart technique with you. He'd challenge you, wouldn't he? He'd say to you, "You're a pussy. Why don't you join this band? What are you, afraid to write a song?" Like he would like almost attack you for being a pussy for not joining the band, right?
Everything was a competition.
Yeah. Is that true?
Not on this particular case, but in other things in life, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a weird thing. And for you, had you ever written? Did you used to write songs with him? Is that how it started? Because I mean, you were the songwriter in the family. He needed you more than you needed him. The songwriter's the backbone, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Got to have something to play.
So he gets you in the band, and turns out you wrote some pretty damn good songs, but you were afraid to write, right?
Afraid to write?
Yeah. Like, I mean, where do you get the balls to come up with a song and think it's any good? You know what I mean? When you're writing a song like, you know, I don't know.
Who has the nerve to write a song?
Yeah. I mean, did you ever say yourself, shit, I'm supposed to be a dentist. What the hell am I doing writing songs? Don't you think that the Allman Brothers Band created a genre of music? I was thinking about this yesterday when I knew you were coming in. I said to myself, like, Leonard Skinner, The Outlaws, Marshall Tucker Band, all these Southern rock bands. Before you guys, I don't think there was even a genre of music like this. Can you think of anyone who was doing anything like this?
No.
So, I mean, you're as innovative as any band out there. Do you think you get your credit? Do you think you get due credit?
No.
Why do you get not enough credit? Why do you think you're, I'm not going to say disrespected, but why do you think you're not more respected?
Well, I don't know. We just, you know, we're one of those show me bands, you know.
In other words,
I mean, the way we made it, you know, you're always getting that question.
Yeah.
How'd you know when you made it? You know?
Do you think you made it yet? You ready to say you made it? When your brother, who I think was brilliant, whose idea was it to have two lead guitar players playing off each other? Was that your brother?
He formed the whole band.
Right.
Then he called me.
So everything was in place.
And he said, I need you to come round this whole thing up and send it somewhere. Meaning writing.
Right.
And singing. And, you know, I later found out from some of the other guys that he'd said, like, you know, wait till my baby brother gets here.
Right. In other words,
so he had a grudging respect for you.
Yeah, he did. He needed you. There's no question about it. And do you hate, like, you don't ride did you ever ride a motorcycle in your life?
I have 3 of them.
You still do?
Mm.
When your brother dies of a motorcycle accident, and then a couple of years later another band member dies in a motorcycle accident, don't you just say to yourself, I hate motorcycles. They took my brother. They took my bass player. I hate motorcycles.
I love them.
You love them. Was your brother riding with a helmet? No helmet, right?
Yeah.
He had a helmet.
He was just doing... He had 2 speeds parked in 100.
Was he like? I never get that. When you have such a great life and your band is taking off and you're on top of the world, there's no mechanism that says, you know what, man, I'm not driving a motorcycle. Yeah, maybe it's fun, but fuck it.
But I'll drive it 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's like it's a. Do you think it's a death wish in your family?
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's wild.
But everything too extreme.
Yeah. Extreme, and you're an extreme guy. I mean, like you wouldn't have 10 drinks. You'd have a whole bottle of whiskey in the morning. You know, whatever you did, you consumed. I mean, you are fierce in the fact that you're not afraid to even destroy yourself, right? I mean, there's no fear on your part.
Well, I'm working on it.
And so you will go out to this day and ride a motorcycle.
Well, I just had a hernia operation. I'm not quite strong enough.
And you had a liver transplant 2 years ago. Is that the worst? Is that a very painful operation?
Oh God,
awful.
Man, let me tell you, they had to put this thing up between your between your organs and the bone that spread your rib cage.
Oh, that sounds painful.
And that like pulls all the bones, not out of the cartilage, but it just
stretches it.
Then they got to seed back in. That takes forever, and that is painful.
Well, whose liver is it? Do we know whose liver is living inside of you?
It's a 29-year-old liver.
A 29-year-old liver. They don't tell you who the person was. They don't tell you the family.
They after a year has passed, they give you the little. It's all marked and everything, you know.
It gives you the information.
And you can write your first name only, and write a letter, short letter to the family. If they respond, then hey, y'all can go ahead and have a relationship.
Did you write the letter?
I did.
Did you get a response?
No.
You did not?
Did not.
Does that drive you crazy? It's kind of like, aren't you curious?
Yeah,
like why they didn't write back?
Yeah, because they gave you the gift of life.
Yeah.
Well, I've tried. I guess I've done my part.
Did you tell them who you were?
Only first name.
I'd
That's
be like,
all
hey,
I could use.
look how cool. Oh, you can only use your first name. That's right. Oh, shit. You should use your last name.
I put Allman,
Do you think, this is the sick part of celebrity, do you think if you were able to write your full name, you would have gotten a letter back? I think so. Yeah. It's crazy, right? Being famous is crazy, isn't it? It really is. But your liver has taken. I mean, you are in good health, yes?
Yeah. Liver's doing wonderful.
And what is the difference between having had, you were really sick, and then you get the liver transplant? I mean, it just, like, you wake up and you're cured, right?
That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you still in pain from the operation?
A little bit.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, you just had another operation. You don't know what you're in pain from.
Yeah. Listen, with your background, it's a miracle you're still alive, right? That's the way you got to look at it. If you knew now what it's like to be older and be going through liver transplants and all this other stuff, do you think you would have lived a whole different life? Do you think you never would have taken a drink? Do you think you never would have used drugs? Do you think you would have just behaved a whole different way toward your body?
No doubt.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
no doubt.
You could tell kids all day that story, but they don't listen,
Then
right?
nobody listens.
Yeah, but you might save one of them. All
Right.
it takes is a blood test, or you can go to tune in to HepC.com.
They say a lot of people, particularly in my generation, should be tested because they don't know they have Hep C. That there's a lot of people who have it. And you believe you got it from a bad tattoo needle.
Right, that's what the doctors think.
I mean,
I'm looking at all your tattoos. You got a lot of them.
Yeah. And so back then, when you got your tattoos, it's not as prevalent getting tattoos. When you got tattoos, it was a little more edgy, right? Now everybody's got a tattoo.
Right.
But the conditions, I guess, weren't so clean. Like, where did you go to get these tattoos? Were they like really seedy places?
Well, I could tell you exactly the place. No, this guy was very
clean?
No, he was very well known.
Right.
And you use the same person all the time?
Well, at first,
So how do you think he got Hep C? Do you think he just wasn't careful with his needles?
Well, I remember this. I walked in there in San Francisco, and I walked up the big long steps, and it said, "Welcome, art lovers," all that stuff.
That's me.
I'm an art lover.
So I go in there, and the brothers all had a mushroom tattooed right here on their leg.
Yeah.
And
what the hell was that about?
My brother's idea. Well, that's our logo.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, why was the mushroom the logo, do you think? Because of magic mushrooms and stuff?
These people came up from Gainesville, Florida, where they were studying some kind of medicine, and they got a hold of a tabbing machine. And so they trounced out through the cow patties and picked just
mushrooms,
big bags of mushrooms. Right. Then they were able to get the essence out.
Yeah.
Mix them with a little just nothing.
Yeah.
To form the tab.
Wow.
I mean, it's one thing to get caught with drugs, but you get caught with a tabbing machine. Oh.
Yeah, that's a different story. That's like a manufacturer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go into the tattoo place to get the mushrooms on your legs.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got another one up here of a centaur.
Right.
Anyway, I woke up and he had a desk. It was turned sideways. And there were 2 galvanized buckets. One of them was just clear. Could have been water, could have been gasoline, could have been vodka, I don't know.
Right.
And the other one, it looked like real dark red wine. Anyway, there were these things, long things, sticking out of them.
Out of the buckets. Yeah.
Those are needles that had already been used.
Right.
Oh.
So he took 2 of them out of the red bucket, and he slung it up on, he slung it up on the wall, and then he put it in the clear bucket.
Cleaned it off.
Slung that off on the wall, and then he had a pretty tight place, except for that wall.
Yeah.
But you can tell, I mean, it was blood.
Right.
I'd never been there before. I didn't know what the whole protocol was.
Right.
So, what you want and what color.
Can you imagine?
I could have gotten AIDS, man. I got off easy.
Yeah, you actually did. I mean, not that, listen, Hep C.
Nothing's easy. I mean, losing your liver.
Right.
Then long about...
Do you hate your tattoos because they gave you Hep C? Do you hate them?
No.
No. You don't have that feeling about it. No. Do you ever say to yourself, shit, I never should have gotten tattooed. What the hell was I thinking? You see, I would just beat myself up.
If you walked into a room with a guy with a bucket that was red and a bucket that was clear, you'd be on your way out.
Well, that's true.
But this is long before
ago,
any AIDS.
Yeah, right. You didn't think about it.
Oh, I forget that you came up in the era before AIDS, so you must have had tons of sex.
Well, you kidding? Well, of course he did. He was a rock star. But you want to know something that's weird? You know what? I remember being in college, and I remember listening to Eat a Peach and stuff.
Yeah.
And I never used, I think sometimes I used a rubber with a chick, but sometimes I didn't.
Right.
Like the chick would be on a pill because you didn't know about AIDS or anything else.
None of that stuff.
I don't ever remember. There was a period of time you didn't think about it.
That was just all you thought about was you could possibly get somebody pregnant.
Right.
Or, some other sexual disease, but you could take get a shot for it.
And nobody wanted my baby, so I didn't worry about getting anybody pregnant. Nobody was looking for me to be the father of their kid. Not with this face and my income.
Yeah, it was free love.
Yeah, free love. Yeah, well, everything has a price.
We didn't know that then.
Hey, did you once see Jimi Hendrix play live and you were not impressed? Is that true? Like, you didn't think he was that great?
You got the wrong guy here.
Do I?
I believe so.
You loved Hendrix, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you saw him play?
Briefly, hanging over this wall.
What was he doing? He was high as a kite, I guess, huh?
Well, no, he... was he high as a kite?
Yeah, why was he hanging off a wall?
No, I was hanging off.
Oh, you were hanging off the wall.
Yeah, that's how you saw him.
I was backstage at the Atlanta Pop Festival. And he came on real late, man.
Yeah.
And but I'd heard all his records. I wanted to see. Here's what I wanted to see, because he used a lot of echo and a lot of tricks and everything on that. Well, this tricks. Pardon me. Scratch that. He used a lot of studio.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I wanted to see what he had cooked up for live.
Right. It's a different story live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
And did he disappoint?
Not at all.
Yeah, I heard I heard stories that Clapton was so blown out when he saw Hendrix, he almost thought about giving up the guitar. That's how good he thought Hendrix was. Like, it was just like they all had to go back and rethink their whole attitude toward playing and writing songs. Yeah. He didn't affect you that much, huh?
And British blues.
Yeah. So, it's a funny thing. I'm thinking about the Allman Brothers Band, and I'm thinking about that the Allman Brothers Band never got the amount of respect like a Hendrix, or even like Cream, or a lot of these bands. And I can't quite put my finger on why, because I mean, certainly in terms of hit songs, you could name 100 Allman Brothers songs that are absolutely some of the greatest songs ever written. And I still can't get back to that point, you know? And I bet you that's frustrating to you. Maybe that's why you even wrote the book, just to set the record straight and say, you know, hey, man, look at what we did. Look at the accomplishments. Don't forget who we are, right?
Might have been, yeah. I might have thought about that.
Yeah. It wasn't for the money. You got enough money, right?
Right.
You know, you had years where I read a story, and I think you get in this in the book, that the song "Sweet Melissa," which you wrote, you needed money at the time, and some manager came up to you and said, "Hey, I'll give you $250 if you put
Steve Alamo."
Yeah, if you put my name as a co-writer on that song, I'll give you $250. And you took the deal.
No.
You set that record straight.
That's not the, yeah.
What
we were
happened?
hungry. The whole band was hungry.
Well, you're starving.
I said, man, you just hold this song.
Right.
If you can give me $250 on it, I would greatly appreciate it, because my band is starving.
Right.
And, you know, anybody made of anything would have said, come on, man, I'll feed the band.
Right.
You know?
Sure.
And so I came back and I said, I need my tune back, you know.
Give me my song.
Here's your your $250, you know.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm sorry, I don't think that's the number we're talking about.
Yeah.
I said, we weren't talking about any number. I said, all right. And I see what he was playing, and I said, well, how about 10,000? And
yeah.
So I just said something really foul to him.
Yeah.
He's a real parasite.
And he put his name on the song.
I know.
And he still gets money?
No.
No.
How'd you get the song back?
Well, I have a good attorney.
Yeah. Boy, musicians really do get fucked over, right? Because you're so busy being a musician, you're not sitting there worrying about the
And
laws.
it's almost like mobsters, some of these guys you run into.
Yeah.
Huh?
Are you bitter about the music industry? Because, you know, even by the time you wrote Sweet Melissa, I mean, the band was doing okay, right? I mean, you guys were starting to happen.
No, that's the first song I ever wrote.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize
that
that.
when I was 17.
No kidding. Was it about an actual girl named Melissa?
It was I was out on the road for the first time.
Yeah.
And I guess I was a little homesick. So I just invented this girl, and I wrote the whole damn song, except for the title. But back home, he'll always run to sweet Barbara.
Don't work.
To sweet, you know, we need 3-syllable now.
Yeah.
So I finally just, anytime you get hung up on something, it's best just put it down.
Yeah.
And when you pick it up again later, who knows? Maybe you'll have different thoughts.
I saw you guys play at the Fillmore. You opened for Blood, Sweat, and Tears. You opened for Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Let me finish this story.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah, Sweet Melissa. Sorry, I thought you were done.
So it was my turn to go to the grocery.
Right.
And get coffee and sugar and all that stuff. Beans and bacon, you know.
All the good stuff.
Out on the range.
Right.
Anyway, me and another person were the only ones, because it was like 4 a.m. And so this was an old Spanish lady. I guess her granddaughter. And, you know, she was a real big lady. And she had, she just, you could tell that she was just she couldn't speak much English at all.
Right.
Anyway, the little toddler had just learned that she had legs that worked. Boy, she was
running around.
I'm telling you. Yeah. And she took off one time, way out of earshot, and the lady yells, "Melissa, come back, Melissa!" I went, oh.
There it is.
Melissa.
Sweet Melissa.
I started to go up and kiss her on the cheek, but she'd probably call the law.
That was it. The 3-syllable name you needed. That is crazy how that works.
If you hadn't gone to the store, you would have missed it.
I thought it was for sure was some broad you were trying to bang, you know. Who knew? 17 you wrote that. Isn't that crazy?
Wow. Yeah.
Most of the songs, they come to you quick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to sit there and labor over them when they're that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
did you ever say to the other guys, hey, why don't you guys write a few good fucking songs instead of laying it all on me? Do you think you should have been a solo artist? Do you think that, maybe you should have just written all these songs and recorded them yourself and not even
You did some solo stuff.
No, but I mean, do you think instead of even ever joining up with your brother in the Allman Brothers band, did you ever get resentful? Like, hey, I'm writing all these songs for these guys. I could have just kept them all for myself, you know? That thought ever occur to you?
Mm-hmm.
It did. Regrets?
Well, you know, I have another band, and it's called Great Allman and Friends. And Warren Haynes has another band, Government Mule. Mm-hmm. Derek has another band. But you know what? It just ain't like playing with the Allman Brothers.
Yeah, it's just, right, it's that thing.
It's that thing.
Yeah.
We're trying to explain this to other people. They don't get it.
You know, a lot of your book, not a lot of your book, but some of your book deals with your marriage to Cher. I remember being all freaked out by that because, I was an Allman Brothers fan, and all of a sudden you end up with Cher. And I was so jealous, man, because she was like such a hot chick, you know? I mean, I was like, man, she's got a smoking fucking body. What you must be doing to her, it must be crazy, you know?
How do you hook up with Cher?
Yeah, I mean, you look back on that as something you remember fondly, or are you just disgusted by that whole segment of your life?
No, I look back on it very fondly.
You tell some great stories. I mean, the story...
It would be a wonder, you know, because you just wouldn't imagine Cher and Greg hanging out in the same place.
No, in fact, I remember when All Man and Woman came out. I don't mean to bring up any bad memories, but I remember that album, All Man and Woman, and you describe in your book, I get it. Like, you're married to the woman, she says to you, hey, you're a great songwriter, let's do an album together. And you're like, hey, she's my wife. I can't say no.
Yeah, she's a singer.
I'm gonna make an album with her, and you did, but you were not fond of the album, right? You just kind of.
Well, it started off. She said, "I want you in there," you know. I mean, she says, you know, I got a producer, but maybe you go in as co-producer. I forget who. Who was producing it?
Some dude. Oh, wasn't that Perry guy? No, Rick Perry or something. What the hell is that guy's name?
I don't know.
Oh, he was the governor of Texas. Right?
Yeah, really.
I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, so you and Cher go into the studio. She was cutting an album, and then all of a sudden she wanted you in there, and then next thing you know, you're recording with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And did you know it was going wrong while you were doing it?
I'd say that's a yes.
Well,
it was a weird scene, right? Because, like, you guys would go on tour together, you and Cher, and then, as you described, Cher's fans would be fighting with your fans because they were so different. It had to be the weirdest
you'd
vibe.
You'd have the backpackers over here, and you'd have the tuxedos over here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And these guys was... throw the bitch off the stage.
That's your wife, meanwhile. Was that like a crazy decision in your life? Because, like, you knew each other a couple of days and then you got married.
Yeah.
I mean, was that like the craziest thing you've ever done?
That was her idea.
That was her idea. You just went along for the ride, right?
Well, no, I was into it a little deeper than that.
Yeah. How long did that whole thing last? A couple of months, right?
3 hours. 3 years.
3 years it did? I didn't even realize it was that long.
Well, it had to have lasted sometimes because Chastity told us the story, Chaz told us the story of you picking him up from school.
Chaz was on the show about, I don't know, 6 months ago or so. Do you know this story? You have a question mark. Chaz says you were so out of it that day. You picked her up from school, and then, like, you had to pull over the side of the road and go to sleep, and, like, for a while, just Chaz was sitting there with you for a long time and couldn't get home. Do you have any recollection of that?
You picked her up, and you got home at 11 o'clock that night.
Yeah, from school. And Cher was all pissed off. This is what Chastity told me. I don't know.
You have no recollection.
And you know what? Greg, she says that's the day she decided to become a guy. She'd had it. You don't speak to Cher anymore, though, right? I mean,
yeah.
Oh, you do?
Every now and then.
About your son and stuff, right?
Yeah.
You close to him, or was that an impossible situation?
I don't know. He stays abroad quite a bit.
Does he? I had him on the show. He's a nice kid.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a nice conversation and stuff.
Greg said that, like, oh, he is?
Yeah. But, I mean, sometimes in divorce, that's what happens, right? I mean, it's hard to maintain a relationship with the kids. They usually side with one parent or the other. True?
Exactly.
Yeah. Is that a sadness in your life?
No, because they, well, I got, out of 4, I got 3 musicians.
Right.
And a nurse.
Who you're close with?
Well, I'm close with all of them.
And Elijah, too?
Well, no.
No. That's the only one.
Well, he stays gone all the time.
Yeah.
Did you share custody? Did he come visit when he was growing up?
He can come visit any time he likes.
Yeah?
He's welcome.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't hold him back.
Uh-huh.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And so he comes from time to time. I have all my kids at Christmas.
Yeah.
Right.
The whole damn clan down there.
I remember, a friend of mine was talking about the Allman Brothers, and you guys are legendary jam band. You guys, you've done 6-hour shows. I mean, literally played for 6 hours.
Oh yeah.
And that's just from the pure joy of playing, right? I mean, you don't have to stay out there for 6 hours.
No.
Some friend of mine told me a legendary story about you. He said that he was at one of your shows, and it was going on and on. I mean, you guys were really in the mood to play, And there was a hot chick in the audience. And all of a sudden, the hot chick was gone. And then you left the stage, too, for a while. There was some kind of guitar solo going on, or somebody was
playing?
Somebody was doing something. The chick disappeared. You disappeared. And then later on, she showed back up in the audience, and you showed up back on stage. Like, you could have a whole life during a jam, right? I mean, you can actually leave the stage, go off, hook up with a chick, and then...
Have a whole relationship.
And have a whole relationship in that time that you're off the stage, right? I mean, is that the truth? Someone told me you got your new liver during a jam. Like, you just went out to the hospital, you got a liver, and you came back on stage. I don't know.
It was a quickie, right?
Quickie, man. Well, listen, the legendary Greg Allman. I mean, what am I going to say, man? You're amazing. A legendary band. The new book is called My Cross to Bear. It's a fascinating story. Did you remember a lot of it, or did you have to go back and ask a lot of people to cooperate with you?
I had... it's really amazing how sometimes stuff just falls in line.
Yeah.
I love when that happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, there happened to be a guy on the Allman Brothers road crew who had this strange knack of, you could ask him, all right, where did brothers play June 3rd, 1979?
Yeah. He's the guy. Yeah, I have a guy like that, Gary Baba Booey. He knows everything. I don't remember one thing about my career.
Well, save him, because if you ever do write your memoirs, you need the hardest part of it is the chronological order.
That's right.
And this guy knew it. He said, "Don't you remember that was after?" No, I don't remember.
No, it's unbelievable.
Too much stuff going on in here.
You don't practice anymore, do you? You don't actually physically sit down every day and play music, do you?
No, I sit down and write.
You do?
Do you?
You still write songs?
Oh, yeah.
You can't stop that.
Why would I want to?
And what about your voice? Do you practice singing? Do you vocalize every day, or?
I hit the shower pretty heavy.
Yeah, me too.
But see, I got a studio built onto my house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it just fits me and my band. And we mainly use it for, like, before a big run.
Uh-huh.
We'll all meet at my house. And just play the show down.
Where do you live?
Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
And what's the marital status now? Do you have a...
You got a wife, right?
A wife?
I'm engaged to be married.
Look at you.
Right?
Now, what number wife is this?
Oh, please.
Come on, seriously.
Number 1.
The number 1 wife.
What?
Good answer. Hey, what the hell? You think you got it right this time?
I know I do.
You have love. You finally have love. And also has something to do with your age, too, right? I mean, you're not the crazy young man who had to feel... You felt like you had to grab everything, you know, every woman, every drug, every drink, right?
Yeah.
You don't have that hunger anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She's some young broad? How much younger is she than you?
Oh...
I'm guessing 20 years at least.
At least.
Greg Allman's book, My Cross to Bear, is in stores now. It's a fascinating life. You go into everything. I don't think you avoided
He
any
doesn't
subject.
avoid any of it, huh?
No, I think probably, I thought maybe you would avoid the sort of the sense of history of... there was a terrible time in your life when you got busted for drugs or something, and then everyone accused you of selling out this guy who you had to testify against, and he didn't spend that much time in jail anyway, did he? But that was a whole painful period in your life, right?
It really was.
And you had to, because people were turning on you, friends and stuff. They're calling you a narc and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And you address it in the book, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And what do you say in the book? Do you explain to them that, hey, that wasn't the case?
Basically just say what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let the record stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think music and drugs just go together? Rock and roll and drugs? You know, it was always sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Because so many musicians, great musicians, wind up with drug problems.
Well, I think fucked up childhood and drugs go together.
And rock and roll.
Greg Allman, I'm answering for you, but you had a very difficult childhood.
Yes, I did.
So is it rock and roll and drugs, or is it the childhood and drugs?
I think maybe a collection of both.
Yeah. That's the truth.
And did you think that, because a lot of times we think you have this incredible gift. You can write music, you can sing, you can work it out with other musicians. That's an incredible thing. Why do you risk losing it with drugs and alcohol and...
Yeah, but then why do you risk even going into that business? You think about it. It's such a risky business anyway.
So you're risk takers right from the very beginning.
Rock and roll guys are risk takers.
Yeah.
They don't have shit to fall back on for the most part, you know? You didn't go to dental school and then be in the Allman Brothers part-time.
But you never sit there and think, I shouldn't take that drug because I might ruin the brain that writes Sweet Melissa.
Yeah.
Well, now, just hold it a minute.
That's a lot on the table.
It seemed like if there was a right way to do it, I did it.
You did?
Because I had this pharmacist just right in the pocket, and he would deliver it, and
so you thought your drugs were pure because you were...
Well, no, they were all pharmaceutical.
Right.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
All your drugs were pharmaceutical?
Yeah.
So you weren't a heroin guy. You were more like barbiturates and all that kind of stuff.
No, I was a heroin guy. Dilaudid.
Oh, Dilaudid.
Yeah.
That shit's addictive. How the hell did you get off that?
Oh, man, it wasn't easy.
Did you go to rehab?
Went to 14 of them.
Wow.
But there was always this little voice back here saying, I do the dance for them.
Right.
When they cooled out, get off my back.
I'll get
further on down. Have me a cold beer or two watching the game. What the hell?
Yeah.
You go from that. By nightfall, you're into the vodka.
You talk about drugs. One of the stories in your book is that the first time you went out with Cher, you nodded out. It's amazing she gave you a second date. Because you nodded off, right, during the first date.
I was a little tired.
Yeah.
I was going to say, was that drugs or was she boring? Come on.
Yeah, maybe she was boring.
No, she was not boring.
Not boring.
Yeah.
No.
And you even say in your book that sexually, you guys, when you finally had your night of passion, it was the second date. For some reason, she gave you a second date. She says, I think she even claims it was the most dynamic sex of her life. But God knows what you did to her. That's what you ought to tell me.
Right, that should be in the book.
What the hell did you do to that woman?
Did you have other famous women?
No.
Yes. Don't say no. Of course you did. Don't lie about that. That's something to be proud of. All right, anyway, listen. You could go on all day with this. Greg Allman's book, My Cross to Bear, is in stores now. It's a very honest appraisal. You did it. Why'd you do it? You didn't need the money. It's just to set the record straight, right? That's it.
Well, that, and, at first it was just a journal because I thought, one day I'll be on my porch in my rocking chair with a blanket around me, and I might want to flip through these pages and relive it.
So that's how it started. And then someone said, hey, this is good enough to be a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still tour a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You sick of it? Do you want to sit on the chair and rock away and, just kind of have a nice, quiet life?
No, it's not that time yet.
Yeah, and you're not ready for that?
No.
You're not giving it up?
Well, how much money does he have, Howard? He must be...
He's worth $15 million.
Oh, that's ridiculously
no, that's the
low.
truth. Am I right or am I wrong? Give me a ballpark. Am I in the ballpark, $15 million? Because you've been ripped off a lot. You've gone through a lot of marriages, divorce, that kind of stuff. Tell me if I'm in the ballpark.
You're in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Then he spread out a lot of money.
One last question, and this is a tough one. Do you ever consider giving up music and going back to dental school and becoming the dentist you should have been?
Now, that's a good one to leave on.
Right. Greg Allman's book, My Cross to Bear, is in store now. It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you, sir.
I'm glad I got to meet you. And we'll be back right after these words. The dental business is a good business. Solid work.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Nope.
Thank you so much for coming in. It was a real honor and a pleasure to talk to you.
Yeah, it really was.
All right, sir. Can we get a picture with you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, be honored.
Greg, we'll do it right in front of the couch, okay?
All right.
Cool.
Let me see if I got my camera.
Oh, do you have your own camera?
Yeah, unless you could...
I'll email it. I'll email
you. A long drink of water.
Yeah, he's tall, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Robin, you want to get it?
You're not messing around here.
Okay, guys, right here. Greg, right here. I'm also going to take 2 pictures. 1, 2, 3. And one more with the flash. Hold on. Everyone stand up straight, please. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Thank you.
Well, I never thought in my life I'd get to stand next to you in a picture. I mean, all the years I spent listening to your music and sitting in a room by myself, it's a great honor to be with you. It really is. Truly is.
I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed your stay with us.
I did.
Good.
Can't wait to come back and maybe you have people come in and DJ.
Oh yeah, anytime you want.
Absolutely.
Still be sitting there though in case
you screw it up.
No, in case I run out of
We'll be there for you.
If we're there, you won't run out of anything. Don't worry. We got plenty to say.
Yeah, we're verbose.
Greg, may I talk to you for 1 sec? So you mentioned to me before the interview you didn't know much about Howard. What do you think of him now that you've sat down and had a long talk with him?
Nice guy. Very nice dude.
Nicer than you expected him to be?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What did you think
about
his...
a lot of ghost stories around about him.
What did you hear about him prior to coming in? What were your preconceived notions?
It doesn't matter.
Right. How does his interview style differ from all the other interviews you've done over the years?
Well, he gets more into it. First of all, he does his homework, that's for sure. I mean, thoroughly. And I don't know, I was expecting all these questions that I say. I mean, I can't answer that.
So he's a lot more laid back and conversational than you as previously thought he would be.
Lots more.
Cool. It seems a nice bond.
Then, like he says, we're not kids anymore,
Sort of you got into a more laid back situation, laid back vibe.
Yeah, it's all gotten a lot more sophisticated.
Cool. Well, hope to see you again, and good luck with your book.
All right, thank you.
we'll talk to Slash, see what he's up to. Slash, of course, of Guns N' Roses. I'm always fascinated by that whole situation.
And I wonder, I mean, does the money that comes from Guns N' Roses music,
right?
Does he still get?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, because Slash, the whole band actually wrote a lot of those songs. What would happen is a lot of times Slash would come up with the riff, and then Axl will hear it and write some lyrics or something like that. And, you know, I mean, Slash will tell you when he's in here. So, yeah, money is still being made, but you know how much money is on the table? Like, if the original Guns N' Roses got together and went on tour, they'd all make a fortune, but Axl hates Slash so much.
And it seems to be Slash in particular.
Yeah, oh, yeah. He can almost put up with the other guys, but he hates Slash.
What could Slash have done?
You know, it's time for Slash to be a little introspective and really figure this out with me.
Right.
Which we'll do when we get back.
All right, let's bring in Slash.
That was a terrible intro.
Old friend of the show, really cool dude. Guns N' Roses, man. You know what I'm saying?
Legend of Rock.
Where's your Guns N' Roses shirt today?
I have it tattooed on my wall. I can't
Ass.
talk about where
All right.
it is, but
Okay. Well, we're going to bring Slash in.
Okay. That's better.
It's always interesting when Slash comes here.
I concur. Slash, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's been fucking ages. I thought Howard didn't like me anymore.
Oh, definitely not. He loves you. Right this
Am I
way, sir.
following you?
Yeah. So you've got a new album out, or coming out?
Yeah, I know it came out today, or it's coming out today. It's, I think after 10.
Cool, man. So you've done the show many times. Is there any fear or trepidation when you come here, or you just?
I'm usually okay, but there's always a little bit of like, what does he want to talk to me about? Anxiety, you know.
Are there any issues that you're thinking of right now that you think you might bring up that you're not willing to talk about? Or
if I don't bring it up now, it might not even come up. You know.
See, that's a veteran of the Howard Stern Show right there.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have fun.
All right. Cheers.
My next guest is part of a legendary band, one of my favorite bands of all time.
And it wasn't a very long time that they were together at the top of their careers.
Yeah.
It sort of disintegrated at the height.
There he is, a man who everyone respects, a man who came up the hard way. He was no poser.
Wow, that's different.
What?
The
mic and the thing? Yeah, with your hair and everything.
You haven't been here since we started doing that?
No, I was. Last time I was here was 5 years ago.
Wow.
Here is a man.
Wow, look at this place.
Here is a man who is worthy of Gary wearing his blazer.
Yes, he got the blazer.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
Hey there.
You changed your legendary hat. You know, in a way, the hat is the most brilliant thing. Forget the guitar playing and forget all the great songs. You know, a lot of lead guitar players can't distinguish themselves. In a sense, your iconic hat, the top hat, it instantly made you special. Am I correct?
I don't know. I mean, it definitely became like a thing that got recognized. It wasn't intentional, you know, so I didn't sort of see it coming, but then eventually it did. It became like a signature kind of a thing.
Do you still wear it on stage?
Yeah, I wear it on stage and, you know, for photos and stuff, but you don't wear it on the street anymore because it's just...
It's ridiculous.
It's like
Hey, there's Slash in his hat.
I couldn't think of a better word, yeah.
When you were first starting out, did you wear it in the street, the hat? Uh-huh. You did. And would it blow off in the wind? Because it's a stovepipe kind of hat.
You know what?
It's like Lincoln.
It's just tall enough to be tall, but just short enough not to get knocked out by a gust of wind.
But doesn't it take balls to wear a hat like that? Seriously, I mean, people notice you when you wear a hat like that. And I bet you caught a lot of shit for wearing that hat.
How old were you when you decided to wear that hat?
Yeah, that's a good question. I no one ever gave me shit for it.
No? Well, you're a tough
but
guy.
You know, because you just wear it and you're like in everybody's face. Especially, you know, that was sort of like the way it was anyway. It was sort of like this.
How
is what
old
we
were
do.
you?
20.
Okay.
Is it true you stole that hat?
Uh-huh.
You stole it. Where did you steal it from?
A place called Retail Slut.
Retail Slut
on Melrose.
And you couldn't at the time. You had no money. I mean, it's pretty legendary. You guys were broke.
I was walking around Melrose. We had a show that night at the Whiskey, and I guess I was just cruising around looking for shit to bill for. And
did you steal a lot of stuff at that point in your life? Where you?
No, I wasn't. I sort of got past my klepto phase, but every so often I would lift something that wasn't going to turn anybody a huge profit, you know.
How do you lift a hat that size, though?
Just sort of walk out with it casually, and people just don't really notice.
Is that the truth? Like, you can't tuck it under a jacket?
No,
or
you just
something?
had to sort of, and it was busy in the store, and I sort of knew, you know, I knew.
Slash, did you ever feel guilty stealing the hat in the sense that it became your
From retail slut? No.
You never sent them the money back?
Tammy Downs from Faster Pussycat used to work there.
Yeah, but in a sense, in a way, that became like your good luck symbol. And when you steal it, doesn't that fuck up your karma? Maybe that's why all the lead singer problems.
Because not too long after that, I got drunk at the Cat House and passed out, and someone stole it from me.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
And then you had to go get another one?
Yeah.
You paid for that.
And then I had to pay for the next one, yeah.
How many of those hats do you own?
I only have like 4.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, and one of them Lemmy just gave me.
Lemmy from Motorhead?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Which was actually very nice of him. He went and bought me a cool top hat. But
is the top hat...
But the other ones are really old. I mean, I've had them for a really long time.
And the top hat stays on your head no matter what, because when you're on stage,
you got a lot of hair.
It doesn't. It's only come off a couple times.
Right.
You know, just from banging your head so hard that you know.
No, I'm not saying this facetiously. I think it's not that you had a calculated move, but it is a brilliant move because it distinguished you right away. And if you remember the time that Guns N' Roses became huge, there were so many bands. I mean. And maybe you resented, did you resent Motley Crue and sort of were you and Guns N' Roses sort of the anti...
Well, Motley Crue, I never resented Motley Crue because they always... I first became aware of them, actually Nicky Sixx, back when he had a band called London. So he was like the original sort of glam metal guy from the 70s, from the late 70s. So when he started Motley Crue, it was way ahead of everybody else.
So you didn't resent those guys, but there were a bunch of bands that kind of...
But then after that, then everybody was, you know, I think from Van Halen on, really, it was when that sort of whole spandex thing came in. And we were definitely the antithesis of that. We hated that shit.
But what was weird, Axl then would sometimes go on stage and almost, you know, wear like the kilt and the stockings and the, you know, like he almost went to that look, but...
No, it was still different.
It was, right?
And it's just an attitude, you know, like the thing about Guns N' Roses in the club days, I mean, in general, was you know, just a very much a fuck you. Right. You know, this is what we do, which was a genuine attitude, you know, and how we went around. Whereas everybody else was all trying to jump on the bandwagon.
Would Guns N' Roses ever have a meeting about clothing? Now this I know this sounds weird. No, but think about it. If one of the guys showed up in spandex, or something that sort of was reminiscent of a spandex kind of band or something, wouldn't you sit those guys down and say, look, you know, we represent a certain thing in rock and roll. We're very pure about it. This looks ridiculous.
No, it wasn't as image conscious. Like, we just sort of, everybody had their own sort of thing. And I mean, the way the band sort of fell together, it was like we were the only 5 guys at that time that really could make up that band. There was a lot of different incarnations of what ended up being Guns N' Roses in the first place.
Are you missing the original Guns N' Roses?
Was I in the original?
Are you missing the original Guns? Are you missing those days?
I don't miss it. Well, it's been a really long time.
It is, but yet it seems like so...
It's one of those kind of things where when it's at its coolest was really sort of before the 90s.
Right.
And that's something that you don't miss something like that. That's like, you know, you do something really cool and you can't really recreate it, and you don't want to, I don't know, I don't dwell in the past like
But don't you think you could have made, you know, where the music, when we were talking about how, you know, bands, they create a sound and they create a kind of song.
Yeah, I'll give you an example.
And when they break up, nobody can really create what they did again.
Yeah, Slash.
You have that stuff that was recorded, which is cool.
Yeah, but Slash,
and
what Robin's referring to is, just give me a second here to give you the theory, the way we see it, the way the Stern Show sees it. I was watching Mick Jagger on Saturday Night Live. I don't know if you watched it at all. No. Okay, I love Mick Jagger. I love the Stones. And he performed with the Foo Fighters, and he performed with Arcade Fire, and he performed even with Jeff Beck, which Jeff Beck's an incredible guitarist. True?
Oh, Jeff's my favorite guitar.
Yeah, I think he maybe is certainly one of mine.
Yeah.
And, you know, as good as those moments were, and it was fun, it felt like the old Saturday Night Live when there was something exciting happening. When he's not standing there with the Stones, it's just not the same. And I can't put my finger on why. I can't tell you exactly. I mean, all the musicians in the Foo Fighters are fabulous musicians. It just wasn't the Stones, you know? And it's the same thing with Guns N' Roses. Forget the money that's on the table. If Axl could get his shit together and get back with you, I mean, I can't even imagine.
It would never happen.
What? I know I've asked you this 100 years ago, but I don't understand what's going on. Like, he hates you. Axl hates you.
Well, he you know, I mean, that's pretty obvious, but
why? Do you have any? Have you ever seen a shrink about that? Have you ever said, I got to do some introspection here? What did I do to set this guy off?
I know exactly what it was.
What was it?
I mean, I didn't. You know, Axl had a plan to sort of take over the whole sort of Guns N' Roses thing, and we gave up the name and all that kind of stuff, and no one really gave a shit.
Right.
You know, because the premise was is if it breaks up, then I want to keep the name. If it breaks up, no one cares. You know?
Right.
And then when he started to put together his own Guns N' Roses, and it was a contract, and I was like, and that was it. And so it's been, and also because when I first, I mean, I'm just spitballing, but when I first joined Velvet Revolver, and I hadn't been asked really too much about the sort of Guns N' Roses stuff, and it brought up a very bitter, you know, so next thing you know, there was this whole sort of press run where I really sort of denounced Axl and that whole thing, and I'm sure that had some stuff to do with it. But what, you know, the thing is I don't dwell on all that stuff. I mean, I'm not real fond of it either.
You're not fond of him either.
But right? I don't want to take that route. I don't have time to be worrying about it, and it's not really, outside of dealing with media stuff, it's not really a concern. You know?
I guess people don't understand it because, you know, from my point of view, I look at a band, and a band that's successful is like $1 billion to one shot. Let's face it. You've heard great bands that never made it.
For me, like I saw this video of us that I'd never seen before from 1987.
Right.
And you know, there's no full-length concert or club shows or anything on video that I know of that I've seen. And that was that moment. It's almost so cool because it's the fact that it lasted as long as it did surprises
it's a miracle.
Me. Yeah. And so I love it for that.
But there was a time you guys were tight and that you really loved each other.
When you first started losing band members, that's when it started to go on sort of, and that's when I started to realize that chemistry between the original 5 guys is what made it work.
And what made it work to me is that it was the songwriting process.
What was that?
Didn't you write most of the music?
Well, no. I mean, I wrote a lot of, like I came in with a lot of really cool sort of riff stuff that you'd be real familiar with. But as a songwriting team, we really did it together. I mean,
the whole band.
Yeah, we'd sit in a room. I mean, those songs really, I mean, from a musical point of view, I don't want to speak on a lyrical point of view, but from a musical point of view, they almost wrote themselves. Like a song would take maybe, you know, some hours to finish from top to bottom.
Amazing, right?
You know, so it was just that kind of, it was...
But Axl would come up with the lyric?
Mm-hmm.
And so
unless Izzy did. Sometimes Izzy came up with lyrics, too.
And you would sit there maybe, like the way I heard it went in your band is that you'd be sitting there and go... And then all of a sudden, then Axl would walk in and go, hey, man, I could sing to that.
Well, there's no sort of set pattern. I mean, songs really came out of... whatever was going on at that time. So there's no rule as to how the songs were written. But sometimes there'd be a riff and it would inspire the other guy and we'd start jamming on it and then Axl would hear it and, you know, we're talking about like the old stuff. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, as we got into like the User Illusions records, then there was a whole, then it was a whole different dynamic.
Right, you guys were famous by then and wealthy,
fucked up and famous,
and on drugs, and so fucked up that the whole process changed.
It was just hard to get it together to get in the studio to do that, but we finally did. And it was actually a pretty amazing accomplishment. You know,
I think it's amazing because you guys couldn't get on stage on time. That was a whole other fucking deal.
Yeah,
that wasn't you. That was Axl clearly because he's still pulling that stuff.
That was a really hard one for me to deal with. I think more than anything because there's that you get very anxious to get going. Before it's even time to get on there, an extra 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean, what
after
was
that? And you're like, dude, I can't tell you.
And don't you lose a lot of money that way?
Yeah, it's expensive.
You got to pay over.
You pay the union dues. beverages.
Yeah. Oh my God. They have a hard out, and you better be out of there. And you guys wouldn't go on till 11 o'clock at night for an 8 o'clock show.
Right. Well, or even later. So.
Could you ever sit down with Axl and say, "Hey, look, we're bros. We work together. Why are you showing up so late? What's going on?"
Yeah, I mean,
and if you did that, you probably were the enemy.
Yeah, a lot of stuff was attempted to try and reel that in.
Were you the chosen guy that always had to speak up and yell at Axl and say, "Listen, you're not on time"?
It wasn't, I mean, I had moments, I think, where it came up, but I mean, at that point we were so disconnected. Like, Axl had his dressing room, and the rest of us would just be polishing off vodka in the other dressing room.
That's a death sentence when the lead singer becomes his own, it's his own dressing room, right? That's the death sentence to a band.
It would make a great movie.
And in a sense, with Velvet Revolver, and I still say, for Stealing the Hat, this is your curse. Every lead singer you get gets more fucked up than the next one. That's just going to be your lot in life.
No, I'm actually working with a guy right now who's amazing. He's the complete polar opposite.
Who is that?
So I think that's sort of been my blessing. His name's Miles Kennedy. I'd heard about him before Scott, right?
Scott Weiland.
Yeah. His name came up during the singer auditions for Velvet Revolver. And I mean, that's the first time I heard his name. I wasn't familiar with him. I didn't know how much, how well he sang or anything.
Right.
And but he never showed up. We sent him some music. He was interested.
What is with these singers?
He was interested, but then he never called back. And then Scott came into it, and we did the whole run with Scott. And then when we parted ways with Scott, Miles' name came up again, and this was like in 2008. And
where has Miles been? What band is he with?
He's in a band called Alter Bridge now.
Okay.
And so when I was doing my last record, which had all these different singers on it, at the tail end of making the record, I had these 2 songs left over that I'd never been able to figure out who should sing them.
Right.
And so, at the end of the record, here are those 2 songs still staring me in the face. And Miles had been called in at that point to sing for the ill-fated Led Zeppelin. Well, it never happened. Led Zeppelin tour. So who's this guy? He's got to be good. I've been hearing about him for years.
You mean Jimmy Page was considering making him?
They flew him out to London.
Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Because Robert Plant's being a pain in the fucking ass.
Exactly. So and I like Robert. I'm not going to go there for whatever reason.
But these lead singers, they won't go along with the game plan.
So I heard about that, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to just take a shot in the dark, and I'm going to call this guy. So I called him up, told him what I was doing, and I sent him a demo, just an instrumental. And a couple days later, it came back with an amazing vocal on it. So he lives in Spokane, so I flew him out to L.A., and we met, and he's like just really, really down to earth, very unassuming, and he's a brilliant singer.
Does it kill you inside that here you are, maybe one of the best guitar players in the world? I'll give you my list later. Maybe one of the best guitar players in the world, and you can't sing your own fucking songs.
Well, I could sing. I just don't like singing.
But doesn't it kill you that you have to put up with these assholes? Imagine if you could just sing like the way you want it to be.
Because I'm so stubborn about the simple fact that I don't enjoy singing.
Can you sing fairly well?
I mean, I can sing. I have a good rock voice, but I don't like singing.
Well, what's the problem? I mean, listen, I don't like doing this, but I do it.
Well, no, come on.
Come on, I'm being serious. There are days I don't want to do it, but you
just, the whole sort of, one of my definite shortcomings, of which I have a few, right, is just communication. I don't like talking.
Right.
And so, like, in this context, I do it because I'm, promoting and whatnot.
Promoting an album.
And I do it. So it's part of the gig, and I get through it. But other than that, I'm not a real talkative guy. I don't express my feelings. The last thing that I want to do is emote verbally in song. That's the last thing I want to do.
Do you sing backup vocals?
When I feel like it.
But did you do that with Guns N' Roses? Did you sing any of the background?
Here and there, but not on the record. I don't think I sang anything on it, except for on Use Your Illusions I did, but on the first record I didn't sing anything. I didn't need to.
That's amazing to me, with all the crap you've put. I mean, like, not only was Axl Rose a disaster in terms of your interpersonal relationships, Scott Weiland.
Look how remarkably entertaining it is.
I mean, life's not dull.
I quit the band 16 years, almost 17 years ago, and still.
Yes,
but it wasn't a seminal band.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
But what dredged it up? What dredged it up again was this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, what ridiculousness! Did you expect Axl to be at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No, not. I mean, I didn't even expect to be at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There was there was a lot of mixed feelings about it. I mean, what
is your feeling about the Rock and Roll Hall? Do you think it's stupid?
I mean, no, I don't think it's stupid. I think it's a great concept. I think it's a great idea
to honor rock and roll.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's great. That's killer. But I think the reason for the mixed feelings, more than anything, is who runs it. You know, I mean, there's
Rolling
very
Stone.
expensive tickets involved. Well, I mean,
Right.
I never paid attention to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame until 2007. Velvet Revolver played for Van Halen.
Right.
And that was my first real exposure, you know, really paying any kind of attention to it. And it was like a suit and tie affair at the hotel, you know.
Right.
And, you know.
At the Waldorf.
Anyway, so
and what, when you see businessmen standing there who can only afford, the only guys who can afford to go are these businessmen, you kind of go, wait a second, this doesn't feel very rock and roll.
And there
Is
was
that
a
the
couple
idea?
of hip-hop guys that got inducted that night and so on. But, I mean, Keith Richards was there.
Is it good that hip-hop guys get inducted, or is it wrong because it's supposed to be rock and roll?
Well, I mean, like the Beastie Boys just got inducted, but to me, they're not
rock
they're
and
sort
roll.
Of, they're both they do both, you know. So, and it was sort of cool because they're very sort of different. They're not mainstream.
But I think your
but
point
like
is
full-on hip-hop. I'm like, how does that?
Who are you citing, for example? Because I'm having a hard time.
I forgot who it was.
Yeah,
I can't remember who it was.
But it was a hip.
Like Run DMC, or was it? I think it was.
No.
Hold on.
Run DMC?
No, because they did Walk This Way.
Was it Grandmaster Flash?
Maybe.
Yeah,
it could have been.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's, you know, obviously really influential. But, you know, when you talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it's those two words at the front, the rock and roll, you know, which...
By the way, you inducted Van Halen, but...
We didn't induct
well, you
Van
played
Halen,
for
we
them.
played for them, yeah.
Were you shocked at all to see that the new Van Halen tour that was just about to hit the road has now officially been called off yet again? I mean, is David Lee Roth Axl Rose, and is Eddie Van Halen you?
You know what? I only go... I've been hearing mixed, you know, a lot of different stories about that.
What have you heard?
Apparently, well, at first it was, you know, internal problems, but...
Like what?
I don't know.
That David and Eddie can't get along with any lead singer.
But since then, I've heard that they're just tired. You know, they've been going at it pretty hard since... I saw him play in L.A., I don't know how many months ago. So they've been going
but Slash, to book a whole tour... And then just
drop
suddenly
out.
drop out is very unusual, and also kind of wrong to do to the venues and the fan, right?
Well, you know, I don't want to don't put me in the spot.
Why? But I want to know your feelings on this, because it seems to me this is like Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, I don't feel anything in particular about it. It's their trip. Is
David Lee Roth the problem?
The
or
only
is it...
person that can explain that reality is those guys.
But here's the question. Is it David Lee Roth that's a problem? I'm going to say
but
no.
Is it canceled or is it postponed?
Canceled, I think. That's what I read. But I again, from my mind, not that it's all about the money even, like wow, if they could just go out for a couple of dates, which doesn't seem like it wouldn't be that bad to do and be fun.
And it seems like it's a good job, you know, like it's a fun job.
And you get millions of dollars. Can't Axl or David Lee or Eddie Van Halen or you put everything else aside? I mean, how much money do you think would be on the table if you had an original Guns N' Roses tour, mainly you and Axl?
I've heard a lot of figures being bandied around there. You know, they're in the multi-million kind of things.
Could you use multi-millions? Sure.
Yeah, but you know, it's just not going to happen.
It
not
really
worth
isn't.
It's not worth it.
Had Axl
there's
shown
too
up,
many conflicts of interest to you know. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, and this is just sort of my sort of old school naive way of looking at things, but I believe in it. Is I was, you know, lucky enough. I mean, half the battle is finding something that you love to do. Right. The other half is having a good time doing it, and it was miserable. And I don't want to go back there. I don't give a shit what you
miserable.
pay me.
Not the first couple of years, as you say.
No,
in
the first
80s.
couple of years, everybody pulled their own weight. Right. It was cool. You know, we were all in the same struggle. But after
The misery
that, it just
started
got to be,
when Axl went into his own dressing room, kind of years.
It just got to be difficult.
Wow.
And you know, and people can point fingers. They can say it was my fault. I don't, you know, whatever. It's just it wasn't worth it. Yeah.
Have you ever?
And I really felt like we'd really run the gamut as far as
musically.
Yeah, because we really stopped creating anything and being inspired when those Use Your Illusions records were being done.
Did you make enough money that you never had to work again too? I mean, between the publishing...
That all depends on how much you spend.
Well, are you a big spender?
I'm not really a big spender, but I do. I have my overhead.
But you're a shitty businessman.
No, but my wife's great.
Is she?
Yeah, she's fucking
Didn't
brilliant.
you lose like $500,000? You bought a house, and then you decided you didn't want the house, and then you tanked on $500,000, right? That's a lot of money.
Wasn't quite $500,000.
No.
Right, I know
But
that
you
was
lost some
good.
money on
But
the
I lost
house.
some money on the house,
Right.
yeah. But then I turned around and sold another house and made some money.
And made some money. So you're okay financially.
Yeah, I'm not struggling financially. But all things considered, I really try to stay away from doing stuff for money that I don't want to do.
When you think about,
and unfortunately, all the cool stuff that I like to do doesn't make shit.
But have you ever, because I used to
Yeah.
read stories about you showing up where Axl was going to perform.
Well, no, there was
I heard those too.
One time where let's see, I can't. It's like 2001 2001.
Yeah.
And I went to a gig in Vegas because I'd been there prior to that, and I'd seen an ad at the hotel for a gun show.
Right.
I thought this would be interesting, and then I get there, and there's been strict whatever to keep me out of there. And then I just and at that point I haven't paid any attention to it.
When they tell you can't go, is that when it kicks in? You go, I'm getting in there.
I was just like, are you kidding me? And I was with I think we were married at that point.
Yeah.
And we just checked into, we just went to another hotel and partied, and that was that.
But is it a weird experience to see a guy playing your guitar licks with your former lead singer? Like, it's almost like a tribute band in a sense, because those are your licks. Those are you see, to me, what makes you a great guitar player isn't getting up every night and performing those things.
It's actually flattering.
Is it?
Somebody has to go and do all that. And really, realistically, I'm just happy he's happy.
It's not weird for you? Like, if I was in Led Zeppelin...
I've never actually seen it, though, or heard it. I know of it, but I don't follow it.
Because you didn't get to see the show that night.
Right.
Right, they threw you out. Is it embarrassing to get thrown out?
And that was 18 guitar players ago.
Right, but is it embarrassing to get thrown out? I mean...
It wasn't... Well, I mean, these guys wouldn't let me out of my room.
Right.
And they were apologizing. And so we were told to do this. We think it's really stupid, but...
Was it embarrassing?
Not really.
Yeah.
It was like, actually, I think it was sort of like, really, it's that big a deal.
What makes you a great guitar player, to me, is not necessarily the fact that you can get up and play your own songs on a stage and do it well. The fact that you created those licks, that you created that sound, that you created on a record somewhere, that's what makes you the great guitar player. Not going out and, having some guy sit there and play the same exact thing that you do and make it sound that way. That's what he's missing the point. He can hire 50,000 guys who can all recreate what you did, but they can't create the original stuff that goes on in the studio. That's the fucking shame of all of this. Now, if I could sit down with you fuckers, I would explain to you this, and I'd get you all together, knock your heads together, and get this thing going. You know I could.
You
want me to do it?
I don't think anybody cares enough.
I care.
I know, but
You don't even care. Well, if you don't care, forget it. Then I don't care.
I mean,
but look at your history for a second. So then you leave this fucking Guns N' Roses. And the coolest band in the world, even the logos and everything else, just cool. Every kid wanted to tattoo it on themselves. Then you hook up with this guy from, what's his name? Stone Temple Pilots, Scott Weiland, who I know. And here we go again. You say, I believe, that wasn't even fun. Like, at the time when I saw you with him, you were like, yeah, man, this is great because you're trying to sell it.
Yeah.
But it was horrible too, right?
Yeah, that was, all things considered, that was something that I think we knew going into it, what we were getting into.
That it was going to be a disaster?
We just wanted to play,
Right.
And it was me and Duff and Matt, and just like, we had done this gig where it was a fundraiser for a friend of ours that had passed away.
Yeah.
And so the guys from Buck Cherry, Steve Tyler, Cypress Hill, Duff, Matt, myself, all got together and played that night. And Duff called me up the next morning and goes, that was a kick-ass gig. We should do something with it. And it was very inspiring. And I was actually about to put together a solo project at that time. I was starting to sort of do what I'm doing now, and I started piecing it together then. And so I got sidetracked with Duff, and we went and started putting this thing together. And we were auditioning like I'd say or at least listening to about 200 singers a week for about 10 months.
It's like America's Got Talent.
And then, man, it was miserable.
And what do you do when you audition a singer? They come up in front of you. They play a little bit with you. They sing. And then you have to turn to them and go, okay, next.
Yeah, so
really?
more or less. It's a little bit more
mackerel.
personal than that. You know, it's like it's just the guys in the band in a funky rehearsal room.
Right.
And the guy comes in and you say hey and try to make people feel as comfortable as possible.
Do you know right away if a guy's working or not?
Sometimes you can tell right the second they walk in.
Like 30 seconds in.
Yeah.
Even his attitude.
But then, you know, and then sometimes, you know, you go through a few songs and you work at it trying to see exactly what's missing or
do you call those guys afterwards and say, look, you know, hey, we thank you for doing this, but
something like that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Exactly
it's got to be a weird scene.
The process is. But anyway, so then the idea of Scott came up. And I was the only guy in the band that didn't know Scott. I didn't really know much about his history. I'd heard some crazy stories about STP. But, you know, Duff and I were like fresh out of detox, right?
Oh, God.
And we thought we can fix this guy. But you know what happened was, with all fairness to Scott, he was a mess when we got going. But we wrote a couple good songs and. But
you don't like him personally.
No, I like him better not in a band with him than I do in a band with him.
Right. What went wrong? Did you see a lot of Axl-isms
in
him?
There was a lot of
diva shit,
uncontrollable diva stuff,
like the separate dressing room again.
Yeah, I mean, just like serious rock star stuff that I was just like.
What is serious rock star stuff? Give me an example.
That's just when your sense of entitlement is just to the point of being so inconsiderate to the people around you that.
Does it go from?
You can't work in a group situation. You've got a crew. You've got management. You've got the guys in the band. You've got all these people all sort of working together as a team. And you got this one guy that has decided he's going to dictate to everybody what's going to happen, and then not even show up.
Right.
You know.
And so the behaviors become everything from where's my green tea with the and why is my honey not here?
I can't find my shoes in my hotel room. I can't, you know.
Right, literally they become like infants.
I'm going to get some coffee. I'm going to wander down the street and then you can't find him and it's 5 minutes to showtime. Just like, you know, it's classic stuff. But anyway.
And does he ever apologize and say, gee, I'm sorry?
I mean, actually, you know what happens is it's a chemical thing or something where they just don't realize they're doing anything wrong, and that's when it's.
Where does that entitlement come from? Does it come from a mother who never said no?
I think it's just fucking extreme narcissism.
It is. It's like no empathy for anyone.
But do drugs create that? Do you
drugs
think?
help. Yeah.
Well, they're going to intensify those
drugs
feelings.
and booze, you know, and egos and all that stuff. We all have them. You know, I mean, it's not like I'm fucking innocent of all this shit. But there's an extreme that you can go to where it just makes everything a miserable process.
That diva stuff I don't get because I would be embarrassed. You know what I mean?
I mean, it doesn't matter what you do as long as you show up and you
perform
and you sort of treat the people around you with enough respect so that they can.
How do you end that whole situation though? How do you end Velvet Revolver? Like, do you just call up Scott and go, look, man, we can't deal with this anymore?
I think we canceled Australia for the second time.
Yeah, that kind of gives it. Have you seen him since?
Yeah. And at that moment, and it was to go to rehab, one of many stints at rehab.
Yeah.
And
does
it was
rehab
right
not
after
work?
a show. Just depends. You know, it's like anything else. It depends on how committed you are when you go in.
Rehab worked for you, right?
Yeah, it worked for me, but it took me a long. I refused to go to rehab until I finally decided I wanted to get clean. And I needed a place to go where nobody was going to bug me, so I could just get my shit together.
You stopped smoking cigarettes too, right?
Yeah.
But that's probably more. Was that what's more difficult to get off, heroin or cigarettes?
Cigarettes is an ongoing thing that never goes away.
Oh yeah.
And I have nicotine supplements, so I'm not.
Oh, you do? But you have. When's the last time you physically smoked a cigarette?
It's been more than 3 years.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah. So I still have my moments, like certain things trigger it, and you're like, "Ooh, that looks good."
Yeah,
but
that's a tough one to break.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is harder than heroin, right?
I mean, it's not physically as stressful as heroin is, or alcohol, which is the worst one as far as I'm concerned.
Because coming off alcohol, you get the DTs. Is that the tough part?
Yeah.
And you just rather take a drink than experience
that's why I used to drink 24/7, because I learned way early on, if you get up in the morning with a hangover, you can just drink it away, and did that for 25 years.
Did you ever get to the root of why you drank? Did you ever sort of get into rehab and really do that hard work and say, man, there's something going on here with
Well,
me.
yeah, but it's a long conversation. But a lot of it, it was all fun and games for the longest time. But it wasn't until I'd say in the 90s when it became a necessity, and it became that crutch to sort of get you through, which is one of the reasons why I don't ever want to go back into that situation, because it was literally like the peacekeeper, the thing that pacified you to get through those 3 years of touring with those last guns thing.
Do you think if it wasn't for guitar playing, you would have just ended up an angry guy, maybe even just a criminal or something like that?
No, I'd be doing something artistic.
Yeah.
That was
What
always
else
the main
artistic
thing.
do you do?
I draw.
Oh, you
or I draw
draw.
or paint or whatever.
Yeah. Probably paints nude chicks.
Right.
You miss all the. You're still married, right? You got back with your wife.
Yeah.
You guys. Had
We
some
never
fun.
actually.
Everyone in your life, you've had fucking incredible problems. There's no peace for you.
Well,
your lead singers, your wife.
Yeah.
Isn't this like the second time you married her?
Well, no, we had our 10-year anniversary, so we renewed our vows for our 10-year anniversary. But we only had one stressful time, and that was really something that was more or less caused by somebody internally that fucking did the divide and conquer thing on us.
What do you mean? Who could
and
do
she
that?
was in one side of the world, and I was on the other, and started up.
What they said you were cheating and stuff?
All that stuff.
They told her all this shit.
It told me.
Were you cheating?
Was I? No.
And you thought she was cheating?
More or less, yeah.
Oh.
And they were really fueling it too. And telling me
Was
I
she
bad.
cheating?
No,
she wasn't.
No.
Who would want to do that to a marriage? Who would want to do that?
Yeah, let's not get into all that one. But anyway, so
what do you
we
mean?
managed
You know
to-
who the guy was that was feeding you all this shit?
It was, yeah.
What was the motive?
It was, I think. Well, I don't want to get into it because it's too complex to.
What the jealousy? What the fuck?
Let's talk about Guns N' Roses. Man.
What a life!
I'd rather talk about that.
Has life been difficult for you? Or
No, man. I've had my moments. We were talking about Velvet Revolver, and there was, with all due credit to Scott, there was a period in there where we all fell off the wagon, like in 2005.
Oh, jeez, that
And
must have been pretty.
that was when I finally, yeah.
Yeah, you know what though? Hanging out with Scott, how can you not? Who could blame you?
We were a hot mess.
How long did you fall off the wagon for?
You know what? It was pretty much that. It was a gradual thing. It started with a
beer.
No, it started with a bottle of Jack Daniels when we finished mixing or mastering the first record, and I was over at Sterling Sound and I saw a bottle of Jack, and I've been clean for about 2 years, and I saw this bottle of Jack. It just seemed like the perfect reward. So that was that controlled thing.
Did you say to yourself like, "Hey"? I could drink a bottle of Jack Daniels and then never touch it again. Was it that kind of
I don't
internal?
think. I just figured. I don't think I put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure.
Were you disgusted with
subconsciously-
yourself the next day?
No. I thought,
no.
I can control this.
Right. Yeah. It looks like
I'd never been to rehab at that point. I hadn't done any meetings. I didn't know anything about all that stuff. And I had a great time. But then when a lot of friction started with Velvet, then it became just very chaotic.
How much alcohol would you need to get drunk? Like, would you need?
I didn't even get drunk anymore. I mean, it was just sort of like a
maintain.
Yeah, you sort of have like that.
Like you'd get up in the morning and have a drink.
Oh yeah, drinking a cigarette. Sometimes
no shit.
I have the cocktail left over from the night before,
and just finish.
And that was really normal.
I mean, that is crazy, right? Do you see how crazy that is now, or do you still think it's normal?
It does. I mean, I look back on it and go, that's. I mean, even Ronnie Wood, who I used to go crap. He goes, dude.
Hey, dude, you're out of control. And this guy's in the stone.
I've been with Keith Richards. You're out of control.
Right, I mean,
So
wow.
it took somebody else to point it out to you. But
God only knows what was in your head. It's something from childhood, right?
Well, I mean, I come from a drinking, like my whole British side of my family. My dad was a pretty good drinker.
I still love that your mom was dating David Bowie when you were a kid, and like you used to see him in the morning. I love that.
Looking back on those guys, they had some pretty extreme shit going on.
Have you seen Bowie at all, like recently?
I haven't seen him. I talked to him a few years ago.
Is he so proud of you? Did he recognize at the time when he was living with you and your mom?
Well,
did he recognize you were a great musician?
We had a bad experience where he went to a gun show in L.A.
What happened?
Axl berated him. And
whoa!
David was with my mom, and for some reason, Axl got it into his head that he was after Aaron. And so from the stage,
Aaron, his girlfriend,
back then. And
Axl was so delusional he thought Bowie wanted
So then
her.
he tripped, and so I think David just went.
Was David backstage when he got berated?
He was in the balcony in the front of the stage.
And so from the stage, Axl was berating Bowie. And what did he say to Bowie from
I
the
can't
stage?
remember, but whatever
it was awful.
he genuinely felt threatened. And so,
wow.
So it was a very uncomfortable kind of
isn't
thing.
Bowie one of the greatest artists we have?
He's great.
He really is.
He's phenomenal.
Where is he now? You don't want what is he
He's fat.
doing?
He doesn't want to be seen.
No,
that's what I heard.
Last I heard, he was working on a movie or something.
Have you seen him? I heard he got fat and he doesn't want anyone to see him.
I haven't seen him.
But I mean, who knows? Well, I mean, it's crazy. He's got to come out and say hello to
So
everybody.
how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Yep. Hey, I'm a judge now on
I know
America's Got Talent.
Actually, last night I was in my room and I was flipping channels, and I saw these guys with these sticks,
right,
nailing themselves in the balls, and
Can you believe how great
and then
that
I saw
is?
you, and you looked like you were having a good time.
Oh, my
Sharon
God.
looked completely beside herself.
Yeah, right.
And I saw this thing, and I was like, and they're jumping off of one of them shoulders or something onto
a board.
And
yeah.
the dude wears no cup. Did
What
you
was
think
that all
But
about?
did you think that was the funniest thing you ever saw?
No, it was very unsettling. I only
Was
watched
it?
about 45 seconds of it.
I have the whole like I was talking to George about that earlier. I said I thought that was the greatest thing ever. It was funny, like
you don't
Jackass.
get into all that Jackass stuff?
You know, it reminds me of my BMXing days. And It's a little unnerving. I went to go see the first Jackass, and I remember sitting there going, God, that reminds me when I was like 15 years old, 14 years old.
What do you think of? I mean, you must be an Aerosmith fan. I can't imagine you're not.
I knew this was coming.
Well, I'm kind of curious. When Steven is now a judge on American Idol, and he's also doing Burger King commercials,
that's crazy.
Is that crazy to you, or how do you feel about it?
Well, the Burger King commercial doesn't faze me now because he'd already done the American Idol thing. Right. And I think initially when he signed on to do American Idol, I'm a huge Aerosmith fan and friends with all those guys.
Right.
And it was sort of like, you know, putting the band aside to do this own personal feed of whatever it was.
Right.
And so I was very sort of anti that whole thing, and then I realized, you know, it's whatever he's got to do what, you know, whatever makes him happy.
But did it remind you of Axl again? Because here's the lead singer putting his needs ahead of the band's needs.
I think that was the general feeling at the time at first, but then
as someone in a band, you don't understand that. You should put the band's needs in front of your own.
That's the thing, is you get into that kind of headspace where, you know, you're looking at what he's doing, but you know, in talking to Joe about it, I know there was some tension there for a minute, but they work it out, and you can't worry about what other people.
Has it been good for Aerosmith in a way? They say their record sales went up, and then
new audience.
I'm sure that it works, and
but a
you know,
credibility
they've got a new
is
album
lost.
coming out. I think the most important thing, as long as you're producing new material,
right?
It doesn't matter if you want to go fuck around doing this, and as long as you're working something. The thing that bugs me is just getting, you know, in this day and age right now, the big thing is just getting famous for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I mean, these kind of shows do make you famous for not having. And you'd be the first one to say, you know how much hard work we put into Guns N' Roses. Like before you guys popped, you were hanging around in the shittiest places.
And
practically.
still, I mean, there's always like you know, work going on as far as like producing new material and this and that and the other. And so no matter how visible you are, as long as you have something that's going on to back you up. But if you're just walking around looking for, you know, attention and you're not promoting something, you're just, hey.
Well,
have you done any of those shows?
I did American Idol
You did a duet with
a mentor thing, and Adam Lambert. It was the only time that I ever watched American Idol. Somebody called me up and said, "You got to check out this singer. He's really good."
He is good.
And I went and I watched him for a couple nights, and he was phenomenal. So I had a friend, somebody I work with, that his wife works down at CBS, and so I went down there to go see, you know, him in person, and they said, "You got to come on the show and do it." And I was like, "No, I can't do it. It's the Antichrist." You know?
Yeah, right.
And they talked me into it, and I would. And at that time, I was in the studio working an album, so I didn't even have anything coming out. You know.
Were you happy you did it?
It was okay. I mean, it was an
experience. Do you worry that
experience.
Axl's sitting somewhere going, "Look at him, he's on American"? Do you ever think like, what does Axl think?
No, if I was to be concerned with that, you know, it would drive me crazy.
You do nothing.
But they said you can do it however you want want to do it, and we'll facilitate it for you. So we did it at the Roxy.
Right.
And they had to get on stage and sort of do it in this club kind of vibe. But Adam was singing, so it was cool.
Right.
But it was not something, you know, it was an interesting experience. It's not something I'd want to create as my day job.
Yeah. And you know, in a strange way, when I think about it, you're in such a unique position because you're such a great guitar player. You always need to go find that singer. And I remember you were saying at one point when you were doing a solo thing, you were thinking of putting Michael Jackson as a singer on your record.
Well, when I was doing that last record with all the different people on it, the thought crossed my mind it'd be cool to have Michael cross over and do like a really hard rock song, but I never pursued it.
You know why you never pursued it? It had to be I had a meeting with him once. It was the strangest thing ever. And maybe musician to musician, you have that sort of secret language.
I worked with him.
Yeah, you did.
No,
Yeah,
I know,
so.
but how weird is it when you work with this guy? Because he was out there. Let's be honest.
Well, musician to musician, it was there was really a lot of chemistry, and there was a definite meeting of the minds there.
Right.
And so that was our relationship.
But when you sit down and you start to have a real conversation, there isn't any, right?
I mean, he comes from a different place.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are you going to talk to Michael
But
about?
he's a good guy, but you got to
But you probably never approached him about singing on your record because it's so much of a fucking hassle to talk to the guy.
You know, it's just, it probably seemed like a little bit of an overwhelming kind of process to get that going. And then he passed away, you know, like not maybe 3 weeks after I had the thought.
You weren't surprised about that,
and I was still in the studio, you know.
Yeah.
I was actually a little surprised. I mean, I think I was hip to a lot of his issues prior to that, but I wasn't. I mean, wait, that's the designer drug of the decade.
I was going to say, I mean, would you have ever? Can you imagine calling a doctor?
I mean, I was
keep him on the
surprised
staff?
when what's her face was getting methadone at her apartment.
Who's that?
What was her name?
What the hell is that?
We were actually friends with her for a while. I just can't. I'm drawing a blank right now.
What does she do?
You know, the blonde who had her own reality show that was sort of like the
Anna Nicole.
Anna Nicole. She was getting.
It was crazy.
Big things of meth. I was like,
were you friends with her for a while?
Yeah.
Did you ever do her?
No.
Big things of methadone.
Yeah, she had in her refrigerator. She had these.
Were you jealous?
A little bit. I was like, I never got that crap.
Did you? You know, it's often been painted that the end of Guns N' Roses and that era of music was over because of bands like Nirvana. Did you guys hate Nirvana? Did you hate what they were about?
Yeah. No. I mean, Nirvana was great. I think that.
But they were critical of guys like you. They're like,
well, I mean, they were. I mean, I really, with all due respect to Kurt and Courtney and all that, there was some issues that happened having to do with Axl that I felt like they were totally right.
They were like,
I mean, you know, it's like, you know, it's one thing to be, you know, recognized and famous and stuff, but it's a whole different trip. You sort of take your own chances when you start acting like that.
Right. But
anyway, and there was some issues, but I always thought that the 90s was one of the early 90s was a really healthy sort of page for rock and roll.
Even though it meant the end of
it didn't mean shit. It
meant the end of a certain kind of rock and roll.
It did. Well, it ended that. I mean, it was sort of that transition from hair bands and so on, which actually started ending after Guns made it anyway. It started to sort of dissipate. But when they came in, there was a new thing going on. But we were still playing stadiums, and if we stayed together, we would have just
And you agreed with the criticisms that Nirvana was making about Axl.
Well, there was. I remember what was going down, and you know, those criticisms were like, you know, I mean, all things considered, I sort of agree.
Right. Yeah. Well,
but
that's crazy, man.
But anyway, but that was a cool period. So, but I don't think that it had. You know, there was all that talk about like, will grunge into the whatever, and it's like for us, it had nothing to do with that.
Right. So grunge wasn't the arch enemy.
No.
Yeah. Do you agree? Someone said that you're maybe the second great. I mean, lists or whatever you want to make of them, but you're like the second greatest guitar player in the world ever. You don't think that's true?
Are those hands licensed or insured?
Do you worry about your hands seriously? I mean, like, would you get into a fist fight with a guy and punch him out?
Well, you know, I box and stuff.
Yeah,
and I realize that. That's a lot of stress on my wrist.
It's stupid.
'Cause I can feel it later.
I mean, yeah.
But you know, I'm not overly what you call paranoid or anything. I don't like to leave my arm out the window when I'm driving.
Right. Do you play every day? Do you still sort of practice?
Yeah.
You do, because you love it.
Yeah.
Wow. What does that mean? Like, do you sit down and try to create new music, or do you play? What do you play?
Right.
What's a practice
I'm on the road
session?
right now.
Yeah.
And we got an album coming out today.
Right.
So
I should mention that
I'm doing it for you.
The new album is called Apocalyptic Love. Yeah, he's not here for his health. Apocalyptic Love is in stores now, and there's going to be a whole bunch of Slash tour dates. You can go to slashonline.com. You'll be with your new singer.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I'm on the road, I write in my room when after shows and stuff, and then in the dressing room I practice, and then we go up and play, and that's the best practicing because there's a lot of improvising.
In your dressing room, you practice with your band?
No, just by myself.
By yourself. And what do you do? You go through the whole set list? And
No, you just warm up, and if you got some ideas, or you just sort of noodle around.
Who's your favorite guitarist in the world? Is
we
it
were talking
Jeff
about Jeff Beck. He's the guy that has consistently been the most inspiring.
Was Hendrix an inspiration?
Yeah.
Had to be, right?
Yeah, Hendrix. I mean, all those guys.
All those guys, yeah.
Clapton, Page, Keith Richards, Mick Taylor, Ronnie Wood.
Yeah.
I could go on for days, guitar player. And that's why I'll never go, I agree with being in any kind of top 10, top 20, top 50 list of guitar players.
Yeah.
That's very flattering, but it's also, really embarrassing.
Hey, today's Rock Day. You know who's coming in next? Greg Allman's coming in.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I'm really excited about
You know Greg?
talking to him. You know him at all?
You know what? I think we met once, but I don't know him. We used to go out with the same girl.
Is that right?
No shit.
You know him through a girl.
I bet you Greg got more pussy than you did. And you got a lot.
You know what? I'm not going to argue with you.
I mean, Greg's the man. I bet you Greg drank when he got up in the morning, too, just like you.
God.
You two should go bond.
He drank right through a liver.
In fact, don't even talk to Greg, because you are easily influenced.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your sobriety is a little tenuous. I love seeing you.
It's good to see you, man.
Good seeing you, too.
Yeah.
Fun conversation. I wish you the best of luck. The new album is called Apocalyptic Love. Very difficult for a young man like myself to say. And also, Slash's tour dates. Go see Slash. It's what is it? Slashonline.com, I guess. That's the place you go and you get all the different dates. It's great seeing you.
Really good to see you. This place looks great. I don't know if it's different than the last time I was in here, but
I don't know.
Nice to see you too. I've
you.
seen you a couple times in passing.
Yeah, we've run into each other out there. Yeah.
Now, how'd you miss banging Robin? I don't understand that.
He was busy. He banged right past me.
That's right. Yeah, he banged right past you in the room. Well, look, Slash, I don't know when I'll see you again.
At some point, but
let's hope we run into each other.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a party animal, so I'm sure we hang out at the same place.
I'm going to come down and see you on the set of America's Got Talent.
You know when you got to come? We're going to be doing some live shows.
I want to see what competes with the guys beating the shit out of their balls.
No one. I think those guys are slam dunk winners.
I mean,
I can't believe
was that a talent?
Yes, it's a talent because he makes you laugh.
There was three of them, right?
There was three guys, and then
the
one guy.
It takes
two guys to pummel the other guy's
and then
ball.
Nick, if you stay tuned, Nick kicked the guy in the nuts.
I should have stayed tuned. It was very unsettling.
I don't want to ruin anything, but in the finale, he cuts off his penis.
Yeah, right.
It's a laugh a minute.
No, Sharon doesn't.
Sharon circumcises him. All right, listen. All good things have to, come to an end. All right. The great, the one and only Slash.
Good seeing you.
Good seeing you, too. I can talk about. I
had to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I can talk about bands and lead singers every
I know.
day.
Oh God, those dynamics are crazy.
I was sitting in the green room and they turned up the volume and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna talk about this." Because all I want to do is just get away from that, but everybody
You can't get away from it because it's going to be endlessly fascinating to people because.
You were
fantasy,
so successful.
but the fantasy is that everyone wants to be in a great band.
Yeah.
And then the fascination is, well, how can that go wrong? It can't possibly
happen.
What?
At this point, it's like if it were to get back together, it would last for like 5 minutes. People are like, oh, okay. So the fascination is with
the fact that it won't get back together.
Right,
yeah, you're right. You're right. You've got it all figured out.
It's really good to see you.
All right.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Slash, before we went in, you mentioned the fear of the unknown when you go to do Howard's show. I mean, you don't know what he's going to say next. You don't know what he's going to ask. Were there any questions in there that really took you off guard?
The majority of the first half of the interview was sort of like, oh, great. Yeah.
I saw you try to turn it a few times. So
I
how
did
are you
actually.
doing, Howard?
It was funny how easily manipulated Howard could be subject matter-wise, because I did change the subject a couple times, and we get on a tangent. Of course, he'd bring it back eventually.
Well, you knew inevitably he was going to ask you about it, the Axl stuff, given the recent.
No, I knew because before I went in there, I heard him talking about it before I came in. So that's what he was going to ask me, so I was prepared.
Are you tired? Are you sick and tired of answering things about that guy?
I'm sick to death of it.
Do you wish he'd come here and sort of get grilled and have the balls to do what you do?
You have a hot fire, really.
Right. All right, man. Apocalyptic love. Good luck with that, man.
Thanks, man. Cheers.
Right, cheers.
Well, fabulous you last night.
Did you watch?
I did indeed.
I had a feeling you might be glued to your TV.
I felt so... the pain you felt when that little boy started crying.
It was the worst.
I know exactly how you must have felt because... I remember when I was reading to my grandniece. She was about 4 years old then. And one of the characters in the story I was telling her about died. And she said, "She died?" And I looked at her, and her eyes were welling up with tears. And I felt so...
Did you tell her to toughen up?
No. I felt so vulnerable
It's a stupid story,
and helpless, you know.
Yeah,
so I know exactly how you must have felt.
Oh, it's so crazy, too. Well, first of all, there's an article in the New York Post about this, that the kid and the family were confused because I was on stage and I said, did you see it at all, Robin?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so I said, you're going to Vegas, because I was like, no way I'm breaking this kid's heart.
You're trying to stop those tears under any circumstances.
Yeah. And so afterwards, the producers came and they said, Howie and Sharon, how do you vote? And I said, what do you mean? And they go, well, they have to vote too.
Yeah.
I go, oh, that's right, they're on the show.
Right. It's not just your show.
Right. And so Sharon and Howie voted no. And their feeling was, look, he wasn't that strong, and no sense in bringing him...
You couldn't drag him through another rejection.
And so they told the kid afterwards, look, you're not going to Vegas. Just because Howard said he wants you to go to Vegas doesn't mean that you automatically go through. There are rules to the thing. So it said in the New York Post today that the family...
was confused.
Well,
they are a confused family.
Well, I don't know the family, but I'll tell you what.
They sent their kid out there thinking he could rap. They're confused.
Right, yeah. Well, let's go to Jeffrey in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Howard. I just have to say it's great to hear George Takei this week. He's a welcome addition every time he's in. But, I watched AGT with my wife last night. We went from total amazement with the dog act. We were actually at that show in New York. That was the first show you guys taped. And then we went to, we're both crying with that 7-year-old. And then we're in total...
You were crying?
I mean, my wife started crying, and I looked at her, and I started tearing up. I'm like, what are we doing? And I'm like, and then you went up there, and my wife...
You know what's weird? I'll tell you a memory I have of hugging that kid.
Uh-huh.
I went up on the stage, and the first memory I have is that I somehow ended up on the stage. I don't even remember getting out of my chair.
You just went up there.
Yeah, because I really was upset that he was crying. I don't feel bad about buzzing him. That's the show, and the kid was not good.
But you did cave. You lied to the kid.
Yeah, I did. I did lie.
You're the greatest rapper in all. In fact, none of those rappers are as good as you that I've heard.
Yeah, and he was like, that's right. I mean, I didn't know what to say. I just felt awful, okay? And the other thing I remember, and this kills me, when I hug, I had daughters, and my girls are grown now. They're grown women. But when I hugged him, I felt like, I was like, oh my God, hugging this little boy made me feel so... Like, it was a feeling I couldn't remember. It was
when your little girls were little girls.
Yeah. I don't even remember that. And it was like, oh my God, he's such a little boy. Like my arms around him. It was like,
it told you what a little person this was,
and how fragile and how tiny he was. And I just melted when I hugged this kid. I just wanted to protect him, and like if I ever came close to ever wanting kids again, it was in that moment.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it really was that profound for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, oh, my goodness, this little boy.
Did the feeling pass?
Oh, yes, rapidly. No, I came to my senses, but it touched me.
Touching moment.
Yeah, it was not a phony moment because there was no time to sort of calculate it. I just went up there.
And I remember I still can feel him in my arms and hugging him and feeling like, oh my God, it feels so good to hug this little boy.
We felt your helplessness and your vulnerability.
Well, they didn't even show you. I then went down on the floor and started banging my head into the into the floor. They didn't even show that, right? Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they cut out a lot of stuff.
It was.
We didn't see that.
I was like,
the whole theater, everything stopped.
Yeah.
Because this little kid fell apart. And he just ran up to the stage and dropped to his knees and started hugging him and talking to him to make him stop crying.
Yeah.
And everybody felt the same way.
Yeah.
We all felt for that child.
Oh, man. We were all like, oh.
Yeah. 10 minutes before that, he had buzzed some girl up on stage, and she was like a teenager.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that was great. Now I want to see him do a little kid. And the next act out was Mere Money. And then I was like, oh, I never want to see that.